Good afternoon and welcome to exciting women's OVC basketball tournament action with our Lady Govs. It's time for this afternoon's pregame show live from the Ford Center in Evansville with Jamar Perkins, Zach Pugh, and the 91.9 sports team on the voice of Austin Peay. WAPX-FM, Clarksville's Magic 91.9.
Good afternoon, Jamar Perkins here inside the Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana. A very exciting matchup as we are seeing Austin Peay take on the #1 seed regular season champions, the Belmont Bruins. Zach Pugh, I'm Jamar Perkins. This is a fun game. What do you got to say about it, Zach?
It's going to be a fun game, and it's going to be a dogfight, for it is the 24th meeting in a series that dates back since 1982. Now, the Governors do not have a great record against the Belmont Bruins, as they have a 7-16 record overall against them. However, they ended a 9-game losing streak. The last time they were here at the Dunn Center, or last time they were at the Dunn Center in Clarksville. Of course, now they're at the Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana, facing the Belmont Bruins. Obviously, we've never seen the Belmont Bruins in the semifinals. Yeah. But Belmont is known for knocking Austin Peay out, as we are 0-2 against them in OVC play.
And you know that's basically what it kind of sounds like. This is a different team that Belmont's taking on. These first years they took them on, we were the quarterfinal, the very first matchup. This is an Austin Peay team that made it through that first round. So this shows the strength of this team, that Belmont is not just facing some run-of-the-mill type of basketball team. Austin Peay is ready and they're prepared. And like you just said, when was the last time Belmont lost? Austin Peay took care of them. So that is a game that Belmont knows that they can lose this game, and Austin Peay knows that they can win.
Austin Peay may have taken care of them the last time. However, that was the last loss that the Belmont Bruins had, as they're on a 10-game winning streak right now. Only 2 teams have beaten Belmont in OVC play. That is Austin Peay and Tennessee Tech.
And when you talk about Tennessee Tech, too, real quick reminder, Tennessee Tech and Murray State will be matching up right after this, and the winner of that will face the winner of this in the OVC championship. But looking at it, like you said, it's a lot of games that they did play against each other, splitting the season series. Let's dive into each of those games. First up, with the very first game they took on at the Curb Center in Nashville.
That first game was an interesting one in Nashville, as it seemed not many people made it off the bus except for Yamiah Johnson, who had a double-double that game with 15 points and 10 rebounds. Other than that, there was no players in double digits, and everyone seemed to have struggled for the Governors. On the Bruins side, for the Belmont Bruins, they won that game 64-46. They had Madison Bartley had 18 points and 5 rebounds. Destiny Wells had 14.6 assists. Tootie Jones had 7 rebounds, 11 points and 3 assists as well. It was a very good game by the Bruins that game. But as the Governors made it into Clarksville and the Bruins came and visited them in the Dunn Center for the last time that they may play at the Dunn, it changed.
Yeah, but look, starting off with the first matchup, I want to talk a little bit about some of the players that struggle. You look at Ella Sawyer, ended up having 0 points in that contest, and she fouled out. So this was not Ella Sawyer's best game. 2 turnovers as well. Talking about Nina De Leon Negron, she didn't score either. So that's just 2 players that you normally see show up that just struggled. And like you said, looking at Belmont, they were incredible. You look at Madison Bartley, she dominated inside. So that's something Shy Booker, Lyra Cole, and Kamaya Ward are going to have to really work on. And you talk about Kamaya Ward, too. We'll talk, if she gets in, we'll talk about her a little bit, too. She hasn't seen this Belmont team, because she was out majority of the year. So she might be needed to take care of some of the size that Belmont has.
Definitely might be needed to take care of the size. As I want to quickly go over game 2 real fast, as the Governors had 2 players. The first duo to do this, as Carly Pace and Yamiah Johnson were the first duo to score 20-plus points in the same game. The first duo since Maggie Knowles and Brianna Furby in 2021, since that game in 2021 against Eastern Kentucky. I also want to point out Ella Sawyer had a rebound game in game 2, as Sawyer and Johnson combined to have a team high of 5 rebounds, with Sawyer having also a team high and a team best of 4 assists in the second game against Belmont.
Yeah, no, it was one of those games, like you said, where they competed. But looking at it, too, Belmont, they ended up having multiple players score in double figures. But we're going to take a break and go into our second break of the halftime show. Once again, we are live at the Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana. We'll be right back on 91.9 FM.
Whether you're an Austin Peay student or alum, the Spring Career Expo is your connection for internships, campus jobs, full or part-time employment. The Spring Career Expo takes place March 15th and 16th from 10 until 3 in the UC Ballroom. For more information, go to Career Services at apsu.edu or call 221-6544. That's 221-6544. The Spring Career Expo, March 15th and 16th, a campus and community reminder from Clarksville's 91.9 FM.
The Save Our Students Food Pantry helps feed Austin Peay students and their families. The SOS Food Pantry is in need of peanut butter, canned meats, canned or fresh fruits, soups, and much more. You can drop off your donations to the food pantry between 9 and 4 Tuesdays through Fridays. You'll find them in the Center for Service Learning at 322 Home Avenue. For more info, call 221-6120. That's 221-6120, a campus and community reminder from Clarksville's 91.9 FM.
The Women's OVC Basketball Tournament pregame show continues live from the Ford Center in Evansville with Jamar Perkins, Zach Pugh, and the 91.9 sports team on the voice of Austin Peay, WAPX-FM Clarksville's Magic 91.9.
And good afternoon, Jamar Perkins alongside Zach Pugh for the second part of our halftime show. Zach, let's jump right into it. Tell me some of the players to watch for both of these teams.
Players to watch, I want to start with the Belmont Bruins, obviously, because they have the reigning OVC tournament MVP with Destiny Wells on their team. She was the first freshman to do that since 2011. She's now a sophomore. She's not been really needed upon as much this season for the Bruins. However, she is one of their top scorers on their team. You also want to look at Madison Bartley. Madison Bartley, 6'3" sophomore out of Kettering, Ohio. She is the second leading scorer right now, averaging about 12 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks. She's also leading the OVC in blocks per game right now. So that is a big stat to watch out for and a big body to watch out for as you want to maybe avoid shooting around that radius.
Yeah, no, it's Tootie Jones, too. I want to add her to the bucket as well. She's one of those players where she is going to be tough to guard. Austin Peay's going to want to keep their eyes on her a lot. But switching over, tell me what you have for Austin Peay.
For Austin Peay, I've got a little bit of a different one this time, partner. Usually we go with Thunder and Lightning with Pace and Johnson. Today it's Johnson, but it's also going to be Shy Booker. A rematch of kind of the last game that we saw yesterday. Booker had a double-double, her second ever in her for this season, right? And so I kind of want to see a push of the inside. I know I'm revealing a little bit of my key to the game there, but my players to watch, obviously, Shy Booker for the Governors, who is the inside player that they're going to need to stop players like Tessa Miller, who is at 6'2". You've got Bartley at 6'3" for the Bruins, and then obviously Yamaya Johnson, who had a double-double the first time they played in the game, and then the next game she had 22 points. So Yamaya Johnson coming off the bench as the sixth man for the Governors. She is going to be one of the biggest keys to watch this game to make sure she gets hot and quick because the Governors have to come out and swinging instantly. They can't have a slow start this game.
And you say that, of course, Shy Booker, if she can perform like she did yesterday, it would be incredible. Obviously, she's going to be facing a little bit more size down low, but I know you didn't want to talk about Thunder and Lightning, but I have got to bring in Lightning here. I don't know who's Thunder or Lightning between Yamaya Johnson or Carly Pace. I think Yamaya Johnson might be Lightning, Carly Pace might be Thunder. But anyways,
Carly Pace 25
points. 25 points for Carly Pace the last time these two teams met. So she has to be on my radar because I think she can do some special things in this contest. Like I said, she's been struggling a little bit as of late, but ended up scoring 14 points last game against TSU. So seeing her, see if she can kind of capitalize off of that and bring the energy, that'll be important for her.
It definitely will be important for her. She's 5th in OVC in scoring with Yamaya Johnson and 4th in OVC in scoring. So you've got 2 of the top 5 OVC players in scoring for the Governors. So that's a good thing going against the Bruins.
All right, Zach, let's talk about the keys to the game for both of these teams.
Keys to the game, if you were the Belmont Bruins, you just want to come in and play your game. You're the number 1 team coming in. You want yet again a regular season championship. You have the reigning MVP on your team. You just want to play your game and get the ball to your playmakers, Bartley, Jones, and Wells. You want them to heat up. You want Tessa Miller to have another 15-point game like she did the last time she played the Governors in Clarksville. If you're the Governors, the one thing that you want to be able to do is just shut down the playmakers. The Bruins have a great pedigree. They've always been here. They're always a good team. So they're consistently having good players on their team. You've got to shut down their playmakers like you did in Clarksville and make them push the ball to other players like Tessa Miller, who got a 14-point game that's not usually normal for her because she usually averages about 5 points a game usually for her.
Really quick, a little under a minute and a half until the national anthem. Want to give my insight on it a little bit. Talking about Belmont, I think, like you said, kind of playing their game. They're one of those teams that they won't beat themselves more than likely. They're the team that you have to put extra effort in to beat. And looking at it, like you said, feeding off the energy of their players, I really would like them to work the inside-out game, really trying to involve Bartley, but also kind of kicking it out because they do have shooters. And then as far as Austin Peay, play the best defense you can. Really, like I said, make them force turnovers, get into the passing lanes. I think defense is going to be key for Austin Peay. Also, rebounding. Belmont is a big team, and Austin Peay has been known to struggle on the rebounding side.
Absolutely. Austin Peay does struggle on the rebounding side. I want to quickly talk about Belmont is first in scoring margin, first in 3 points per game and 3 points made, first in field goal defense, and first to assist to turnover ratio. That's great if you're Belmont. If you're Austin Peay, it's a stat that you're a little scary about seeing because of the fact that you do struggle in some of those areas. However, you are 3rd in scoring defense and in field goal physical defense as well, and you are second in shooting from the floor, which is also 15th in the NCAA. They're the only OVC team that has leading in those stats compared to any OVC players. That's a good sign for Austin Peay as well.
This is not going to be an easy win for Belmont, to say the least. This is going to have to be a big showing for Austin Peay. They have to come and have to come ready. But we are about 10 seconds away from the national anthem, so we're about to get ready to start that off. But I'm really excited for a really fun basketball game, Zach.
Absolutely, I'm excited for it. It's going to be a dogfight, and I cannot wait to see how this game plays out.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the thrill and excitement of college basketball at the Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana, for today's Ohio Valley Conference tournament matchup, featuring the number 4 seed Austin Peay Governors against the number 1 seed Belmont Bruins. Presenting the nation's colors is the EVSC JROTC color guard. And now, to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, is Don Travis.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Don Travis.
And we are going to take a quick 1-minute break, and when we start, we will be ready for the open of the OVC Women's Basketball Tournament semifinal. We'll be right back on 91.9 FM.
Crisis comes in many forms. It comes with emotional pain such as divorce, depression, broken relationships, even a bad day at work or school. But for residents of Montgomery, Stewart, and Houston counties, there's someone who will listen 24 hours a day at the Crisis 211 Center. It's free and confidential. You can dial 211 or call or text 931-648-1000. Crisis 211. There when you need them. A community reminder from Clarksville's 91.9 FM. If you're a vet and looking for a new career, Austin Peay is holding a Veterans Networking Mixer to put you in touch with companies looking to add vets to their workforce. The Veterans Networking Mixer will take place April 7th from noon until 6 in the Newton Military Center on College Street. For more information, go to Career Services at apsu.edu or call 221-1685. That's 221-1685. The Veterans Networking Mixer, April 7th. A community reminder from 91.9 FM. It's time to go courtside in the Ford Center in Evansville for the tip-off of exciting Lady Govs OVC basketball tournament action with Jamar Perkins, Zach Pugh, and the 91.9 sports team on the voice of Austin Peay, WAPX-FM, Clarksville's 91.9.
After losing 2 years in a row to this Belmont Bruins team, Austin Peay has a chance to break the streak in the semifinal of the OVC women's basketball semifinal. Jamar Perkins alongside Zach Pugh. Zach, if you want to get started, let's go ahead and talk about these starting lineups.
Well, we've got a similar lineup that we saw in Game 2 when they came into the Dunn Center. As guard Tootie Jones will start. She's played 27 games. You've got guard number 11, Destiny Wells, the reigning OVC tournament MVP. And I'll mention that Tootie Jones is the OVC Defensive Player of the Year as well. I got to mention that real fast. Jamie Lynn Kenny, guard number 14, will also start today. Forward Madison Bartley, number 3, the second leading scorer of their team, will also start. And then rounding out the starting lineup, number 20, Conley Chin as well for forward.
I want to talk really quickly. Belmont has had the courtesy of having the starting lineup for every single game they've played this season.
Yes, they have.
For Austin Peay?
For Austin Peay, starting today, number 1 guard, played 27 games. It's got to be Carly Pace.
Number 1, Carly Pace. She has been struggling before this tournament. Coming into this tournament, she had 14 points this last game against TSU, so look out for her to kind of turn up.
Definitely. Number 3 guard, Nina DeLeon Negron will also be starting. She started 29 games. She started against them last time they played against Belmont in Clarksville as well.
The very first game she played against Belmont, 0 points this season. That's going to be a struggle for Nina, so I want to turn that up for her.
Yeah, and number 4 guard Ella Sawyer will also start today.
Ella Sawyer, we talked about her. She was one of our players of the game last time they played against Belmont. She's going to need huge production, want to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so you want to have that turnaround that she had like in Game 2. Also starting guard Shaylee Kirby will start today.
Shaylee Kirby. A fun thing, I like to call her Miss 4 for 4 because of the game she had against SEMO. She was 4 for 4 from the three-point line, and I would love to see her do something like that today.
Oh, absolutely. And last but definitely not least, starting at forward, number 14, Lyra Cole.
Lyra Cole, I would love to see a Shy Booker kind of game out of Lyra Cole, like kind of how Shy had last time. She's able to kind of get herself open inside the paint. So if I can see Lyra Cole kind of dominate a little bit earlier and kind of match up with the size that they have, it would be great to see.
I want to mention that yesterday's game against Tennessee State University, we saw Yamaya Johnson go down on the floor, and she did not come back into the game. She was in warm-ups, and she will play today.
And that is a great sign for Austin Peay. It looks like they're coming to center court. When I describe the uniforms, Austin Peay is in their red unis with the white lettering and a little bit of a black trim. Belmont's in their white unis with the navy blue and red trim. And it looks like Lyra Cole and Madison Bartley are set to tip off. Once again, same ways as the road team. Austin Peay's going right to left, and Belmont's going left to right on your radio dial. Ball's approaching center court. And we're live. And Madison Bartley seemed to win the tip, but Austin Peay gained possession after another tip. So Nina DeLeon has it at the point guard position. She's going to be guarded by Tootie Jones, one of the best defensive players in the contest. Sawyer has it. Carly Pace is going to get it on the left wing. She doesn't use a screen from Ella Sawyer. Now Ella Sawyer is going to drive inside to the free throw line. Kicks it to Nina DeLeon. She can't find anything. Now Carly Pace drives inside. She's going to go up with the left. She misses, but Lyra Cole gets the rebound. She puts it up, and Lyra Cole misses the putback. Jamie Lynn Kenny has it. Looking to hand it off to Wells, can't find her. Now Bartley has it at the top of the key. Conley Chin's being guarded by Sawyer. Now Shaylee Kirby's guarding Destiny Wells. Want to put the length on Wells. I'm seeing Coach Young wants to do. Destiny Wells has it. Thought about the step back shot. She's going to drive inside for her layup, and that one's up and good.
Destiny Wells, one of the leading scorers here for the Belmont Bruins, as she is averaging just over about 17 points per game.
First points of the contest are going to go to Belmont as they lead 2-0 with about 8 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. Shaylee Kirby has it circling to the free throw line. She's going to give it to Nina on the left wing. Now Nina drives inside. She's going to go up with the high arcing layup. That one might have been partially deflected from Bartley, and that's a miss.
It's a great defense by the Belmont Bruins as they shut down that and get the rebound. They are known for rebounding in this game.
Wells has it. She's not going to use a screen from Chin. She's going to go inside. Now Bartley's going to make a post move. She misses the bunny layup. Ball is loose. Shaylee Kirby has possession. Austin Peay basketball.
Very rare miss by Bartley, who is a really good inside shooter, making about 50 to 60% of her shots inside. She's got 12 points per game.
Sawyer now. DeLeon has it. Shaylee Kirby on the right wing, being guarded by Kenny. DeLeon going to get a screen on the left side from Lyra Cole. She goes inside on Bartley. Doesn't want to try her. Now Shaylee Kirby goes inside. DeLeon on the left wing. 8 seconds on the shot clock. You have to get something up soon. Ella Sawyer's going to go inside to the left. She flips to DeLeon in the corner. DeLeon forced to shoot a 3 in the right wing. That one's up and good.
Now, DeLeon Negron, only a 26% three-point shooter. That rare shot by her.
She was forced to take it. She will make some. Glad to see her knock her first one down. Austin Peay leads 3-2. 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Tootie Jones has it. Carly Pace with good pressure and defense as Jones picks up the basketball. Now Wells has it. Shaylee Kirby's locked in on defense right now, guarding Wes on the right wing. Wells has it. She's going to try to go baseline. Lyra Cole's there to help, and Lyra Cole rejects that one. Good help defense.
It's a great block by Lyra Cole, who is usually getting those blocks about 1 to 2 blocks a game right now.
She will get some shots. She had a 4-block game earlier in this season. It's 4 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to want to get something up soon for Belmont. Jones passes it in. Kenny's wide open on the right wing. She pulls that one, and that one's off. And Bartley gets the rebound. She puts it up easy. Oh, she almost made it, but it went in. It went in. It did go in.
Rare miss by Kenny, but a good rebound by Bartley, who averages 5 rebounds per game.
Definitely. Score is 4-3. Belmont leads. 7 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. Shaylee Kirby has it. Carly Pace on the right wing. Pace is going to drive inside. Thought about taking it, but she's going to relieve it and pull it back out. Now Sawyer loops around to Deliana Grahn. Deliana Grahn looking to go aggressive. She's going to go up at the right. She flips it to Shaylee Kirby in the left corner. Kirby with the shot. That one's up and good. 3 for the P.
Kirby was wide open on that shot. Had all day to shoot.
Beautiful pass from Deliana Grahn. Is that wide open in transition? You have to get back on defense. Bartley's going to get another bucket.
Got to watch out for Madison Bartley, who will get on the inside with her 6'3" size.
That's 4 points for Bartley. Scores all tied up, 6 apiece. 6 minutes, 40 seconds in the first quarter. Lyra Cole's near the right elbow. Thought about handing off to Deliana Grahn, couldn't find it. Now Sawyer has it near the left wing. She's going to travel right there, a traveling violation.
Interesting traveling violation there by Sawyer. Probably just a little bit of a hurried up.
Looks like she tried to pivot her foot and just got off balance right there. As Wells has the ball, initiating a play call. I like how they have Shaylee Kirby on her right now, putting some length on her, kind of disrupts her offense. And she's going to get a screen from Tootie Jones. Tootie Jones is going to pull a 3, thought about it, and then eventually took it. And then another offensive rebound for Bartley. Lyra Cole has to box out right there. Jones goes inside, can't find much. She's going to relieve it back to Destiny Wells near the top of the key. Destiny Wells, Conley Chin was about to set a screen. Now Bartley sets a screen for Wells. And Wells goes inside, tough, shot is up. That one's off, and Deliana Grahn does the rebound. As soon as she grabs it, she falls down, but they're going to call a foul, I think, on Bartley.
I want to talk about that. You've mentioned that Shaylee Kirby and the size difference between her and Destiny Wells. Destiny Wells is a 5'6" sophomore out of Lakeland, Tennessee. Shaylee Kirby, of course, 5'10" junior out of Vienna, West Virginia. There's just a 4-inch size difference there.
And a few substitutions looks like Tessa Miller and Blair Schoenwald are going to check in for Belmont. Yamaya Johnson and Shy Booker, 2 players of us to watch, are going to check into this game.
Absolutely. I'm curious to see if the inside game will come back from the last game from TSU.
Don't get Tessa Miller confused. A 6'2" freshman she is, so she she has an inch over Shy Booker.
From Crossville, Tennessee, too.
A lot of Tennessee natives for Belmont teams. They recruit heavy in their state. Shy Booker's on the left elbow, being guarded by Tessa Miller. Now Yamaya Johnson's going to get it. She's going to do a pull-up jumper near the left elbow. That one's off, and the rebound belongs to Tootie Jones, Belmont's possession.
Rare miss by Yamaya Johnson there.
Jones has it. She's going to hand it off to Destiny Wells. Wells being guarded by Pace. Wells is going to do a pull-up jumper inside the three-point line. That one is a 2-pointer. Good shot. Pace has it. That's going to be a Belmont lead, 8-6 with 5 minutes and 19 seconds. Carly Pace near the left corner. She's going to hand it off to Shaylee Kirby as she circles it back to the top of the key. Now Yamaya Johnson has it. Sawyer on the right wing. Johnson near the top of the key. Goes to her left. Shot is up. Might have been a foul, but there's no call right there. It's Belmont's possession.
It's a rough no call right there, partner.
Yamaya Johnson might have initiated contact as Destiny Wells is going all the way. No one's stopping her. And Schoenwald's going to pull a 3 from the left side. That one's up and good.
What a great awareness to find Schoenwald on the outside of the wing by the Bruins to be able to sink that 3.
11-6. Belmont leads. 4 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Looks like Coach Young's talking to Carly Pace right now, trying to get a good play started right here to get Austin P a bucket. Scoring drive 2 minutes and 10 seconds for Austin P. Shy Booker's looking to post up on Tessa Miller. She's going to go inside, and she misses that one. And she's talking to the ref, arguing about a call. Have to get back on defense.
Definitely, you can't be talking about the ref right now. Got to get back and switch in transition.
Destiny Wells is going to do a pull-up jumper. That one's a 2, unguarded right there.
Definitely was, and that's a great shot by the 2021 OVC Freshman of the Year.
Carly Pace has it. 13-6 lead. Austin P's really won the bucket right here. Ella Sawyer goes inside with the left elbow. Yamaya Johnson has it. Carly Pace, top of the key. She's going to go inside. Yamaya Johnson to the right wing. Good close out there from Tootie Jones. Yamaya Johnson drives inside. And they're going to say it was a foul. As Yamaya Johnson kicks it out to Ella Sawyer and makes the 3, there's a foul on the floor, though.
There's a foul on the floor. And interesting, trying to see where it was. Maybe it was when she pivoted to the left-hand side. Not quite sure who got that foul.
I believe it was Tessa Miller. Or that's what I'm assuming it was, Tessa Miller. But it is a media timeout, so we're going to take a timeout as well. It was on Miller, indeed.
It will be on Miller, yes.
But we're going to take a media timeout. Excuse me. We'll be right back on 91.9 FM.
Millions of Ukrainians are being driven out of their homes and country because of the unprovoked war by Russia. As always, Tennesseans want to volunteer to help. You can do that through a monetary donation, but it's important to donate safely. The Better Business Bureau has a list of verified charities who will make sure your generous donation will go to help with the humanitarian crisis in Ukraine. To find out more, go to bbb.org. That's bbb.org. A community reminder from Clarksville's 91.9 FM. From the Ford Center in Evansville, it's women's OVC basketball tournament action with Jamar Perkins, Zach Pugh, and the 91.9 sports team on the Voice of Austin Peay, WAPX-FM, Clarksville's 91.9.
We are back here, 13-6 lead for Belmont. Jamar Perkins alongside Zach Pugh, and it's been a scoring drought about 3 minutes for Austin Peay, Zach.
It is. It is a scoring drought for Austin Peay, as it just seems like they're trying to get it together. Obviously, they're going against one of the better defenses here in the OVC, with the Bruins being second in scoring defense, so that it's just above Austin Peay's third scoring defense, obviously.
Yeah, and with it, too, not only is there a scoring drought for Austin Peay, Belmont is on a 9-0 run over about the last 3 minutes. So with Austin Peay struggling, Belmont is on fire right now, and that's something that's going to be a struggle for Austin Peay, because if you're not scoring points and the other team is doing it well, then that shows the score right now with a 13-6 lead.
Absolutely, and you've got to wonder if Wells will continue. She's got 6 points. She's 3 for 5 right now. One of our players to watch, obviously, is she is the reigning MVP from the OVC tournament last year. Belmont, very familiar with Austin Peay. They've knocked Austin Peay out the last 2 times they've played here at the Ford Center. So, obviously, you split the series in the regular season matchup. Curious to see how Coach Young will scheme to fight against Coach Brooks for the Bruins and their team.
A lot of production from Madison Bartley. She's already has 4 points and 3 rebounds. So she has been really on the glass, really scoring, been crashing the offensive glass as well. I like that out of her.
Oh, yes, and Madison Bartley, the sophomore out of Kettering, Ohio, she is usually averaging about 5 rebounds per game, and she has already got 3, so she is 2 away from her average.
We keep talking about their big 3 in Tootie Jones, Destiny Wells, and Madison Bartley. They are all sophomores.
They are.
As they are leaving the OVC for the Missouri Valley Conference, that conference has something to look out for in Belmont.
And I wanted to make a mention, too, Blair Schoenwald had scored earlier 1 3-ball. She's 1 for 1 on those shots. She is not afraid to shoot the 3, but she's only a 38% shooter from the 3-point line.
She actually had 9 points against Austin Peay the first time and was scoreless in the last meeting against Austin Peay. Ball's in the baseline. Casey Kidwell is checked in. She's going to give it to Amaya Johnson. Johnson's looking for Shy Booker to work down low on Tessa Miller. She's going to decide not to shoot. She gives it to DeLeon Negron at the top of the key. Negron goes to her right elbow, hands it off to Casey Kidwell. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Amaya Johnson gets it. She's going to look for Shy Booker down low. Booker goes inside, and she lays that one up on Tessa Miller.
That's a great bounce pass to Booker to be able to develop that shot and kiss it off the glass for the score.
Kenny has it at the top of the key. Now Miller at the free throw line. Almost stumbled a little bit with the travel. Now Nikki Barrett's going to drive inside for a layup. Nikki Barrett out here showing why she belongs in this lineup. Not usually getting too much play time as she checks in there.
The 6-foot junior out of Wheaton, Illinois, only averaging about 3 points a game.
Amaya Johnson gets a screen from Booker. Booker's inside, wanting the ball. They're going to give it to her. She's going to try to work on Jones, but she finds Casey Kidwell in the corner. Casey Kidwell with the pull-up shot. That one's too hard. And Jones gets possession of the rebound.
Tough shot right there. You've got to get the rebound off of that.
Kenny passes center court and gives it to Jones. Now Miller's looking to get some payback on the post. She's looking to post up Booker. She goes inside to her left. She goes up. That one is off. Booker gets the rebound. Dariana Grahn has it. Passing half court. She hands it off to Ella Sawyer. Ella Sawyer thought about the shot. She's not going to take it. Yamaya Johnson in the left corner. She drives inside on Kenny. She goes up a tough layup, and that one's off. It's good help defense right there from Miller.
Yes, it is.
Miller's going to go coast to coast, but that one's going to be tipped from Dariana Grahn.
A lot of red there from the Bruins trying to throw it into Miller in the middle. Might want to check that. I know that there's a size difference, however, between Miller and a few of the ones around her, but they will jump up and throw hands in that passing lane.
Looks like the freshman Kylan McGuff and Destiny Wells are going to check in for this game, as well as Madison Bartley. She's going to come in for Miller.
Kylan McGuff, the 6-foot freshman from Columbus, Ohio. She's only averaging about 3 rebounds a game and only 4 points per game.
Fun fact about her dad is the head coach at Ohio State, Kevin McGuff. Baird is at the top of the key. Destiny Wells is going to be at the three-point line. She pump fakes and drives inside, and Casey Kidwell, too much contact right there with the foul.
Too much contact with the foul. There's not much of a size difference between Kidwell and between Wells, but unfortunately, Wells has got just a little bit more speed to get into that inside to force the foul.
As Kenny down low is looking to inbound this ball. Trying to find a target. She's struggling. That might have been really close to 5 seconds as McGuff gets it near the left wing. Casey Kidwell doing good help defense on Destiny Wells, not letting her get the ball. McGuff gets a screen from Bartley. Bartley's going to pull up 3 from the top of the key. That one's up and good.
Definitely not a rare miss from Bartley as she makes that one. She is a 43% shooter from the three-point line.
Daniel Nargano gets it. Ella Sawyer hands it off to Yamai Johnson. Yamai Johnson's going to get a screen from Ella Sawyer. Leon Negron from the top of the key. Ella Sawyer went back door, but she couldn't find her. Yamai Johnson to the right wing. She drives inside, another tough layup, and they're going to say there was a foul.
Yeah.
And I think the ref signaled 2 shots.
It's going to be against, I think, Shy Booker. Just a shoulder check, it looked like, as they were trying to transition to the inside of the basket.
10-point lead for Austin Peay, 18-8.
Actually, that's going to go on Madison Bartley for the foul.
It's only her first. Yamai Johnson is going to go to the free throw line for 2. Yamai pretty good from the free throw line at 81%. First free throw is up, and she misses it as soon as I say it. First free throw is a miss for Yamai Johnson.
I want to mention the Belmont's bigs run the floor really, really well as the Govs must sprint back in transition. They've been running back and forth constantly because how good these bigs are getting back and forth on the court, as the fast break points from Belmont are 5-0 right now.
Second free throw is up for Yamai Johnson. You're right. And that's something you have to get back if you're Shy Booker, Lyra Cole. Keep your head on a swivel and get back. Don't try to get any steals or any certain things like that. As Kenny has it. Kenny's going to get doubled by Johnson and Deliana Gron. Now Bartley has it. Booker switched back on her. Trying to get the ball to Wells is Bartley. She's going to find McGuff. McGuff goes to the baseline. Good defense there from Carly Pace. The bench is hyped with her. Now McGuff picks it up. Kenny at the top of the key. She's signaling a screen from Bartley. She is going to use it near her left side. Good defense there. It's 3 seconds on the shot clock. She's forced to take one up, and that's an air ball. Great defense right there from
Great defense by DeLeon Negron there.
Yamai Johnson drives inside with a Euro-step finish.
That is what you need to do. If they're going to keep doing these fast transitions, do it back to them. Tire them out.
Kenny has it. Kenny picked up a dribble. Now Bartley has it in the left post. She's going to try to drive inside on Booker, and that one drops in.
And you expect that from their second highest scorer for their team.
No, that was a...
She's going to get her points.
That was a somewhat acrobatic layup. She had to stretch out for that one. Deanna Negron with it at the top of the key, being guarded by Wells. Now Pace. Booker's looking to post up on Bartley. She's going to get inside. She's going to try to pass it, and that one's going to be deflected by Wells.
Destiny Wells not afraid to throw some hands in the passing lane
No.
and stop the Governors from being able to get some of these open shots, as there was a chance for an open shot over there.
You know, she's a great defender. As we're seeing some substitutions. It's like Conley Chin and Tootie Jones are checking in for Baird and McGuff.
Reminder, Tootie Jones, the OVC Defensive Player of the Year for this season.
So talk about Destiny Wells playing good defense. Tootie Jones will come right back in and give you instant defense as well. Yamai Johnson's going to drive inside with the left hand and good finish.
Great finish right there as they're trying to do another fast transition. It's the 6 of last 8 shots.
Now, once again, talking about transition, Jones is wide open in the right wing. She did miss, though. Yamai Johnson gets the rebound. Have to get back. Johnson's going to take it. 20-13 lead. It's 17 seconds left in the quarter. No time on the shot clock. As Carly Pace is trying to figure out what to do. She's going to get a screen from Booker. She uses it. Pull-up jumper right past the three-point line. It's up and good.
And that's what you want to see.
2 seconds on the shot clock. Wells is going to throw a half-court heave, and it's no good. And that's going to do it for the first quarter, Zach. A good storming comeback. Austin Peay made 3 of their last field goals. Belmont does lead, though, 20-15. We'll be right back for the second quarter on 91.9 FM.
If you have usable home improvement goods like furniture, home accessories, building materials, or appliances, put them to good use by donating them to the Habitat for Humanity Restore. Donations are tax deductible and support Habitat homes in our community. Drop-offs are accepted at the Restore at 404 Madison Street or call 645-4242 to schedule a pickup. For more information, go to clarksville.restore.org or check our Facebook page at WAPX-FM 91.9. Exciting women's OVC basketball tournament action continues from Evansville with Jamar Perkins, Zach Pugh, and the 91.9 sports team on the voice of Austin Peay, WAPX-FM, Clarksville's 91.9.
And we are back here at the Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana. Second quarter about to start. Belmont leads 20-15, Zach. Good second half of the first quarter for Austin Peay, though.
Definitely a great second half of the first quarter. I want to mention the fact that the Governors right now are shooting 43% from the floor. The Bruins are 53% from the floor. However, the Bruins are 40% behind the arc right now, which is a great thing to see because they are great at three-pointing, being one of the #1 teams in the OVC, leading in 3 points made and attempted. Now, to mention that, though, the Governors only have attempted 2 3-point shots. However, they're 100% right now. That's great to see.
They were actually both corner shots, too. Shaylee Kirby on the left corner, DeLeon Negron on the right.
Yes.
So it's good, too. They're not forcing up the shots. I've seen a focus, and specifically when Shy Booker's in the game, I've seen a focus of trying to get the ball into her inside. And I like that because I don't like when Austin Peay forces 3-point shots.
Oh, absolutely. As you want to be able to get to the inside game working again like you did against TSU, because the fact of it is that's what helped ruin the TSU's chances of going further in the tournament.
Yeah, no, I mean, looking at it, it's nice. Austin Peay really started to flow in that, like I said, second half of the first quarter. And the beginning of the first quarter was a bit of a struggle, just like yesterday at the TSU game. It's nice to see that they were able to play around a little bit in the first quarter and still be in a close game here. But now Austin Peay's going to want to continue the momentum that they built in the second half of the first quarter and really capitalize here in the second.
I love to talk about this stat, as we talked a lot last game about this for the bench points coming off, because we obviously have Shy Booker and Jemiah Johnson both coming off the bench. They're not part of the starting lineup today. So with that being said, the Governors outscoring Belmont 7-5 right now.
Yeah, and I want to talk about, too, when you have a game like this, a tournament semifinal, the pedigree is a little bit higher. Both of these teams have 0 turnovers in the first quarter. This is two really good basketball teams that are really trying to take care of the basketball.
Now, partner, I don't get a chance to ask you questions all the time, but I'm going to ask you, if you were in this huddle right now for the Governors, what is it that you're wanting to hear?
I want to see Shy Booker try to post up inside, and I want shooters to be ready and open, so that way Shy Booker, she's shown that she can pass out of the post. Had a tip pass from Destiny Wells, but regardless of that, she's made a good pass to DeLeon Negron in the corner, I believe. So really want to work inside and come out. Don't shoot the ball unless you have to. Try to get your food inside.
I absolutely agree with that. The only thing that I would add is try to add one more body under that basket so you can get some rebounds right now, because you are not winning the rebound game, losing 10-6 right now in the rebound game.
Belmont set to inbound the ball on the sideline. Kenny has it. She's going to give it to Wells. Wells is going to cross the half-court line, being guarded by Kidwell. Kidwell is extremely engaged on defense. Bartley has it in the top of the key. Jones being guarded by Pace. Now Wells gets it. Kidwell's on her. Now Jones on the right wing. She's going to pull a three. That one is the front of the rim, is off. And DeLeon Negron gets the rebound. Good blocks out.
Coach Young watching attentively.
Pace has it, circling to the top of the key. Have to be careful of the feet. Jemiah Johnson gets into the right wing. Carly Pace. She's going to look for Booker to post up. Booker goes inside. She finds DeLeon Negron in the corner. Now DeLeon Negron going to drive inside. She can't find much. She gets to the Booker and one foul. Zach, I'll let you take this one. I love to see it. That's literally what I just said. Yeah. Looking at the side, going for Booker, now finding someone on the corners and the wings. That's exactly what she did. Now DeLeon Negron didn't shoot it. She drove inside and opened up for Booker to be able to get that shot.
I will mention Shy Booker is only a 48% free throw shooter.
That has been a struggle for her. Let's see if she can knock this one
from
down.
this line.
So statistics say, it's one shot. So, I don't know which, but hoping she can convert this three-point play. Shy Booker, we talked about it. The first double-double in a postseason game since 2004. That free throw is missed. And it's going to be tipped away from Austin Peay, so it's going to be Belmont's possession. And for Shy Booker, you got to lock in. Make it the next time.
Oh, definitely got to lock in and make it the next time for sure.
20-17 lead for Austin Peay. Kenny has it. to the top of the key. Looks like they're drawing up a set as Jones gets it after a front door screen. Jones has it. She's looking for Kenny. Kenny goes to the top of the key. Now Jones in the left wing. Jones is going to go inside, kind of spins up with the left hook. It's good.
Governors are doing a good job being able to stop them, but that 2-3 zone is not helping on the inside play.
Deliana Grant has it. Crossing half court. Hands it off to Johnson. Johnson's on the right wing. Johnson's going to look to post up inside a smaller Wells or Jones, and she ended up getting double. Now Casey Kidwell has it. Booker's looking to post up. Booker's going to get it inside. Booker's looking to work down low. She's going to get it. Good defense there from Bartley. Now Kidwell drives inside. She finds Johnson, and that ball pass is just too high to the corner.
Yeah, I think she thought Johnson was a couple inches taller than she was, unfortunately, on that pass.
It's
a little too
tough
hard.
Turnover. As we saw Kidwell, she drove inside. Thought she might have had Booker on the slip pass, but decided to go to the corner.
Will be the Governor's first turnover of the game as well.
Kenny has it. Looks like they're running the same set they just did. It's not a different look. Now Bartley's looking to work near the free throw line on Shy Booker. She goes inside. Tough hook shot is off, and Johnson grabs the rebound.
That time the 2-3 zone helped you out for that one.
Carly Pace gets it. Carly Pace with the foot fake. She gets a screen from Johnson. Now Dylan Grant has it near the top of the key.
Coach Young trying to work a play out for him.
It's Pace. She just has the ball near, and Pace is going to get into the right wing. Thought about shooting it, but didn't. She's going to go inside. She looks for Casey Kidwell near the top of the key. That one's tipped from Kenny. It's 5 seconds on the shot clock. Have to do something soon. Carly Pace from the left corner. Up and good.
And that's what you want from Thunder, the Thunder and Lightning combo, as she's a 42% three-point shooter.
Three-point basket for Austin Peay. They trail 20-22.
And they are still perfect from the three-point line.
Bartley's looking to work inside on Booker. She goes up, and they're going to call a foul right there. Missed the shot. She's going to have 2.
Interesting way of doing that.
Will be Shy Booker's very first foul.
And you want to make sure that they stay out of foul trouble right now.
Yeah.
As you said, Belmont will not beat themselves. They did draw one of the first fouls of the game, but Belmont will continue to play this clean basketball. The Governors have to do the same.
Checking on the sideline, looks like Lyric Cole is going to come in for Shy Booker. And hoping Lyric Cole, she's not much of a post-up player. She likes to kind of work off the ball, but we'll see if she can get some looks inside too.
Hopefully, as they still have a pretty tall lineup out there for the Bruins.
Bartley, not the usual post player, shoots the free throw well at 72%. Now it's going to extend this lead to 3. Her second free throw is up. She shoots it, and that one's off. Lyric Cole grabs the rebound.
Bartley now 10 points on the game so far. She averages 12 per game.
Dominant first half for Bartley. Deliana Grant finds Yamaya Johnson to the left elbow. Thought about the shot. She didn't take it. She's going to find Casey Kidwell limp pass. She hands it off to Deliana Grant. Now Deliana Grant's going to the right wing. Looks like they're looking for Lyric Cole to post up, but they can't find her. Johnson's going to go inside. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Have to do something soon. Casey Kidwell has it. She looked for Lyric Cole inside. Now it's going to be tipped with 1 second on the shot clock. So it's probably, I noticed they ran a set earlier. It was a tip. There was a lob pass for Yamaya Johnson. We'll see if they run that here.
It'll be interesting to see that since there is that size difference right now on the floor.
Shaylee Kirby's going to check in maybe for a possible quick 3.
Yamaya Johnson being 5'11", Kirby 5'10". It's your tallest players in the court right now.
We'll see. And it's going to be a pick pass to Yamaya Johnson. She hits the front of the rim. That one's off. Nice to see him to get a shot up, though, as Wells gets it being guarded by Kirby. Bartley's going to post up inside on Lyric Cole. She wants it bad. Wells is struggling to get it to her. She's going to go right back to Jones on the top of the key. Now Bartley's going to set a screen for Jones. Bartley on the top of the key. She is going to pull a 3 from the top of the key. That one's off. And Yamaya Johnson gets another rebound.
Bartley, a 43% three-point shooter.
Johnson going inside. She goes up, and she's going to get hit from Bartley. And I believe that is going to be Bartley's second foul.
It will be Bartley's second foul, and that's a good sign for the Governors. If she continues to foul, she will foul out of this game. And that is a player that the Bruins can't afford to lose.
And we do see Tessa Miller on the sidelines, and she is going to check in for Madison Bartley to prevent any more foul trouble.
Reminder, Tessa Miller in the Dunn Center was the highest scorer for the Bruins at 14 points. She was their saving grace almost.
And in that game, she was able to get a lot of open looks, and that's really what helped her. There was the guard play to really be able to find her inside. As Yamaya Johnson's first free throw was good, but 2 rare misses today from Yamaya Johnson from the free throw line. She misses that first one.
Tessa Miller also had 7 rebounds that game as well.
Any question? I believe, like you said, Yamaya Johnson is dressed. She did take a fall yesterday fell on her head. And she does seem to be all right, but you question if that's bothering her at all today. But, I mean, I'm assuming she's on the floor, so she should be okay.
But an 81% shooter from the free throw line. So you'll take a rare miss every once in a while.
One possession game. Belmont leads 23-21. Wells has it. Being guarded by Kirby. Now she's going to find Schoenwald. Schoenwald gives it to Miller. Miller top of the key circling, trying to find Jones. Can't find her. Now she does find Jones in the top of the key. Jones goes inside to her left. Shot is up. She tries to find Miller, but that one's off. Now Miller's going to look to post up on Lear Cole. She fakes to her left. She goes up. She is going to get fouled. Just a block right there. Blocking foul from Lear Cole.
Tough there. It's a different size. Lyra Cole only being 6 foot. Tessa Miller is 6'2". 2 inches is a big deal in basketball.
Yeah, when it comes to those post hooks, they're pretty much unblockable if you have any type of height difference.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what she went for.
Now Miller, from the free throw line, she's only a 66% shooter.
That is Lyra Cole's first free throw. She has a very unorthodox free throw.
Yeah, we talked about a similarity to like maybe Shaq or something like that. It's kind of like almost like a knee bend as she's shooting.
She did make the first free throw though. Second one's up, and that one is off. Ella Sawyer grabs the rebound.
Good transition here by the Governors.
Johnson looking to go inside, can't find much. Haley Kirby went back door, but she couldn't find her. Ella Sawyer is going to retrieve the ball. Carly Pace, she's going to get a screen from Lyra Cole. She's going left. She goes in, finds Haley Kirby on the left corner. Shot is up, and it's good. 4 for 4 from the three. We call her Miss 4 for 4. The whole team's 4 for 4 tonight.
The whole team 100% so far for the three-point line. You love to see it.
Jones in the left wing. She's going to look to get a screen from Miller, but can't get it. Miller not really a three-point shooter, doesn't take it that much. McGuff drives inside, and they're going to call a charge on McGuff right there.
That ref had more of a, almost reminded me of a baseball ref. She was into it, just throwing the punches and everything.
Delian Argonne's going to get it. It is a tied basketball game, 24-all. Delian Argonne has it. Being guarded by Schoenwald. Delian Argonne drops to the left. She finds Carly Pace in the top of the key. She retreats it to the left. Speed's really looking to get a bucket here to take this lead. Delian Argonne goes baseline, looks inside. She tries to hand it off the pole, and that one's stolen for Miller. In transition, want to get back on defense off the feet does. As well as she's going to pull a three, contested from Shaylee Kirby. That one hits the front of the rim and is off. Lyra Cole grabs the rebound.
No shots made for the Belmont Bruins in the last 4 minutes of this game.
And this is Austin Peay's chance to capitalize here with a tie basketball game. Shaylee Kirby near the right wing. Leads to the Carly Pace. Now Sawyer has it. Austin Peay swinging this one around. Delian Argonne trying to find someone to pass to. Can't find much. She's going to give it to Cole near the free throw line. Now Ella Sawyer has it to the left wing. 5 seconds on this clock. She's going to get a screen. Pull-up shot from Ella Sawyer. That one's off. Hits the right side of the rim.
Off the rim, but you got to have bodies to be able to get that rebounding.
No one was there to crash the boards as Lyra Cole was the one who set the screen. Wells in the top of the key. Looks like Kenny and Johnson. Kenny on Belmont, Johnson on Austin Peay are set to check in. Wells inside. She's going to do a step-back crossover. Was able to create some space. Now she goes inside with the right-hand floater smooth.
Such a beautiful crossover right there from Wells.
That was extremely smooth.
Showing why she's the reigning OVC tournament MVP.
All OVC first team as well this year. Delian Argonne has it now. Lyra Cole near the right wing. And there's going to be a touch foul there on Jones as Delian Argonne was trying to grab the ball. It will be her first foul.
Jones, one of the better defenders, 5'7" sophomore out of Troy, Alabama. You usually don't see her draw a lot of fouls in the game.
And you talk about it. I mean, it's, defensive player of the year. So she's definitely a big factor of Belmont's good defense. But it's going to be a media timeout. So we're going to take a timeout as well. Once again, the score is 26-24. Belmont leads. We'll be right back on 91.9 FM.
Tennessee sets aside one day a year to bring awareness to the dangers of carbon monoxide. But awareness to the dangers of CO poisoning should be year-round. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless, tasteless gas generated by fuel burned in cars, small engines, wood stoves, and other heating units. Protect yourself and your family by not running your car or gas grill in an enclosed space. Make sure your generator is well ventilated and keep a working CO detector in your house, garage, and camper. A community reminder from 91.9 FM. It's back to the Ford Center in Evansville for more exciting women's OVC basketball tournament action with Jamar Perkins, Zach Pugh, and the 91.9 sports team on the voice of Austin Peay, WAPX-FM, Clarksville's 91.9.
And we are back. No 4 for 4, or should I say no Wendy's. But there's a 4 for 4 for Austin Peay right now. They're 3 from 3 from the three-point line. They are trailing in this one. Belmont has 26 to Austin Peay's 24.
Yes, and 26-24, they are trailing, and I just saw on the big board, congratulations to Coach Bart Brooks of the Belmont Bruins for being Coach of the Year, OVC Coach of the Year this year. Brittany Young, of course, the first-year coach, Bart Brooks, in his 5th season. I also want to congratulate Coach Brittany Young getting their first tournament win in the last 8 appearances yesterday. She's also the second coach in team history to win the first OVC tournament game. Last time that happened, it was the 04 season when they won the tournament.
Yeah, no, I mean, Coach Brittany Young has had a great first year to start this season. See a lot of coaches, when they come in, they're not necessarily expected to propel their team to a semifinal tournament game, but that's exactly what she did, and she has impressed Austin Peay's fan base, and she's impressed me. I am definitely a fan of Coach Young and her coaching.
Now, Pardo, we talked about the fast breaks being one of the keys that was helping Belmont out. Austin Peay is getting closer in those fast break points. I said speed it up, start tiring them out in the middle of the game. So far, it's 3-5 so far for Austin Peay compared to Belmont's 5. That is a great stat to see, as it has slowed down Belmont's game a little bit.
Yeah, no, I agree, and it's something like we talked about as far as the post bigs. That's something that you learn earlier as a post. When you have post players that can run the floor, like Tessa Miller and Bartley, those are 2 players that are really helping Belmont in the transition. So that's something that, like you said, Austin Peay is going to have to be aware of moving forward.
Definitely, and I want to talk about Madison Bartley. She right now has 10 points. She averages about 11 points a game, or 12 points a game. She's 2 away from her season average right now. She's having a great first half against the Governors.
10 points, 3 rebounds.
All right, let's switch over real quick to the Austin Peay Governors. I want to say that Shy Booker right now sitting at 4 points. Yamiah Johnson at 6 points. Shaylee Kirby at 6. All of Shaylee Kirby's shots have been 3 points right now, and you love to see it.
She is on the floor right now. I'd be happy to see them hit a perfect 5 for 5.
Cool, just some different restaurant deals at that point.
The biggie bag, maybe. Ella Sawyer, WAPX, maybe sponsored by Wendy's. No. Shaylee Kirby gets it to Deliana Grande near the top of the key. Ella Sawyer went back door. She couldn't find her. Now there's a switch. Lear Cole has it near the free throw line. Yamiah Johnson gets it with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Have to do something soon. She goes inside hard on Miller, and that's a tough one.
Difficult shot, but she was able to sink it in and just get it right off the backboard.
And right back over here on Schoenwall has it. Yamiah Johnson had to hurry to get back to guard her person. Kinney has it. Now McGuff being guarded by Sawyer. McGuff's going to hand it off to Jones.
A little bit of a tough handoff there.
It was good defense there from Shaylee Kirby, as she's guarding Wells very tight. Wells has the ball. Jones with it. And McGuff is forced to get it inside. That's going to be a shot clock violation.
Great defense by the Governors. The Bruins could not find an open shot as they kept passing it around. Finally, when they do find the open shot, there's no time left on the shot clock.
Like we said, a low turnover game. Austin Peay has 3. Belmont with 2. With 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this first half. Yamiah Johnson's going to get it. Looking for Ella Sawyer to post up a little bit on Kinney. She gives it back to Yamiah Johnson. Yamiah Johnson goes baseline. She falls down. Lear Cole goes inside. And it looks like Miller's going to go inside. And I'm not sure what they're going to call, either a jump ball. They are going to call a jump ball. It looks like Miller tried to call the timeout, and she might have had possession of it when she called it, but the refs didn't see it.
Yeah, also the refs didn't see the trip that happened to Yamiah Johnson. She definitely was tripped on that play.
I couldn't tell if she tripped over herself or
it looked like she got tangled up with Miller before she went into the inside. That's what created the whole fall process in general for the Governors.
So it will be Austin Peay's possession. As inside, they're going to have the ball with 14 seconds to go. Deliana Grande gets into the top of the key. She circles to the left. Yamiah Johnson, once again, that happens a lot, that turnover right there.
That does. It seemed like her and Nina DeLeon are just not on the same page for that play.
And that's their offense, a lot of back doors. So it's like you question, you can't read each other's minds, so it's hard to tell if they're going to go back door or not. Just a tough pass right there. 4 turnovers for Austin Peay. Wells goes inside. Good defense right here from Kirby near the right corner. She's going to get a screen. Now Miller's going to look to post up on Cole, and that's a clear foul right there from Cole.
It is. There's a lot of sea of red there for the Governors, but you can't. You got to get the arms straight up.
Yep.
Got to get them straight up.
This is Miller and Cole's first tournament. These are freshmen on freshmen right here. As I say that, Shy Booker's going to check in to relieve Cole.
And Booker has proven that she can shut down Miller when she's in the game. Very well, Belmont may very well be bringing Miller out shortly.
This Miller is going to go for her first free throw. That one rims out for Miller.
Talking about her free throw shot, it's almost as if she's aiming for just the inside of the basket, and then it bounces on the back end and rotates
almost like
in.
you know the things you throw to your ball. You ever threw a dog a ball and they have the handheld ones where you can throw the little toy. It's almost like that's what her jump shot looks like. No disrespect, because it's going in. It's the second free throw. Does go in for, so it's a 1-point lead for Belmont. Ella Sawyer has in her left lane. Shot Booker immediately in the post up. She goes up, and she's going to get away with the travel. As she I thought she stayed on her pivot, but she might have shuffled right there.
She shuffled right there, just with her right foot just a smidge, and it's just enough for that ref to call it out.
Wells has it. 1-point lead with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Miller's going to get a screen, and I thought they might have called a moving screen, but it's going to be a foul on Kirby. She tried to get around the screen.
And Kirby not particularly happy about that foul call just then.
Yeah, no, but you got to move on. Got to keep playing. 1:57. Wales right in front of us on the right sideline, set to inbound this. She's going to get the Miller. She's going to get it right back. Circles to the top of the key. Looking to get a screen from Miller. She's not going to use it. Miller went to the post, couldn't find her. Now Miller's looking to post up on Booker. Booker does not want to foul right here. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Wells is going to get a screen. She doesn't use a screen from Miller. She's going to go inside. Tough layup. That one thought it would have been blocked, but they're going to call another foul, and I think that one's on Booker.
Don't know about that one on Booker. She definitely had the block more than the foul.
I think she had a little bit of both hand and ball, so they ruled with the foul. It's her second foul.
And she looks like she may be coming out, or she's over there talking to Coach Young right now.
I think Coach is trying to get her discipline. And she's talking to the official right now, seeing what she did.
Hey, you like to see the official at least smiling back as they're talking. They're not arguing, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
That it's no ill will against
she's
it.
like, I didn't do it. First free throw is up and good for Destiny Wells. Should be a 28-26 lead. The second free throw is going to be up. And it's good as well.
Wells shooting about 75% from the free throw line. She does not miss often.
No. Agreed. So 1:40 left in this first half, and you were right. Shot Booker is going to come out of this game. They're going to go with their small ball lineup because Amaya Johnson's the tallest player on the floor.
We've seen this succeed. We saw it succeed in the Dunn Center. Let's see if it works again here at the Ford Center.
Carly Pace. She's going to circle, give it to Shaylee Kirby. Shaylee Kirby circling it as well. Now Nina Grant has it at the top of the key. She's just moving it around. Carly Pace, she thought about the shot. She's going to pull it from the top of the key. That one's up and good.
5 for 5 from the three-point line.
5 for 5 right there. Good showing right there from Carly Pace as she knocks that one down. Now Jones has it. Wells. We are at a tie game right now, 29 apiece, with a minute left in this first half. Wells is going to get a screen from Miller. Wells goes inside. She gets the ball tipped, and that's a steal for Shaylee Kirby. As she gets tripped, it looked like she got tripped.
She definitely got tripped right there.
And they're going to say she lost the ball, and they're going to say it's Belmont's ball now. Turnover.
I think Coach Young should try to see if somebody can look at this. It's a blatant trip almost.
She's stating her case right now, but obviously don't want to argue too much.
No, they'll remove you at that point.
54 seconds left. Just finish this half and hope for better in the second. As well as gets it with the fresh shot clock. She makes Shaylee Kirby fall. Might have been tripped.
Yeah.
As now Jones has it. Now Miller's looking to post up on a smaller Sawyer. She does a beautiful post move right there. Too small, Zella Sawyer.
Just a good spin right there to get it off the glass for Miller.
Carly Pace has it near the top of the key.
Calling a play right now.
About a 8-second shot clock differential. 17 on the shot clock. 25 in the game. Ball is being swung around. Carly Pace has it. Down by 2 points. Would love to enter the second half with at least a tie or a lead. As Carly Pace goes inside. She finds Delana Grande. It's 6 seconds on the shot clock. Delana Grande's going to go inside with the layup. That one is off. She had Ella Sawyer in the right corner. In transition, it's 8 seconds. Kenny has it. 5 seconds on the clock. She's going to go towards her right. She goes up with the layup. It's up and good.
That's a tough layup to make.
And Carly Pace, that's going to be it for the first half. Like we mentioned, a good first half. Belmont does lead 33-29. Austin Peay struggled a bit as Belmont was able to get their last 3 field goals, Zach.
Yes, they were able to get their last 3 field goals, as it seemed for a while there that Belmont was going to start slowing down a little bit more, as the Governors had some answers, but as soon as the small ball lineup came out, it was a transition that we just couldn't see.
It was indeed the transition, and it was a tough break for Austin Peay, but we're going to take a quick break, 1-minute break. When we come back, we will have the first part of our halftime show. Once again, Jamar Perkins alongside Zach Pugh will be right back on 91.9 FM.
If you or someone you know need information about financial assistance for rent or utilities, pre-screening for food stamps or food banks, housing or community resources, Crisis 211 can help. It's a free and confidential service for residents of Montgomery, Stewart, or Houston counties. You can dial 211 or call or text 931-648-1000. 931-648-1000. Crisis 211. There when you need them. A community reminder from Clarksville's 91.9 FM.
Our men and women in uniform make sacrifices for our country every day, and so many of them are dealing with physical and emotional scars as a result of their service. You can help them through your support of the Wounded Warrior Project. The Wounded Warrior Project has 18 unique direct programs to help our wounded warriors, their families, and caregivers. To find out more, go to woundedwarriorproject.com. A campus and community reminder from Clarksville's 91.9 FM.
It's time for this afternoon's Lady Gov's OVC Basketball Tournament Halftime Show, live from the Ford Center in Evansville with Jamar Perkins, Zach Pugh, and the 91.9 Sports Team on the voice of Austin Peay, WAPX-FM Clarksville's 91.9.
We are back here at the Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana. Halftime score, Belmont leads 33-29. We have a special interview here, Athletic Director Gerald Harrison. Gerald, thank you for being with us today, sir. I want to ask, as far as this game, what do you think Austin Peay needs to do to secure this win?
Well, we got to continue to play great defense and play with a lot of energy. Going into the game, I think we all knew that when you play a team with a tradition like Belmont, we're going to have to compete against a lot of factors. And we got to keep our composure, and we really did a good job of that in the first half. Really proud of the girls and Coach Young with what they've done. We got to finish around the rim, continue to hit some outside shots, and really some of these 50-50 calls we need to get our fair share of. And I don't think that happened much in the first half.
And I talked to you, I addressed you as athletic director. You recently got a promotion, sir, if I'm not mistaken. Can you tell me about that role and how excited you are to take that on?
Well, I'm excited to be back at Austin Peay. I'm going to be here for several years. Dr. Licari trusts me with the athletics department, and the title of vice president I greatly appreciate. But the one thing that the title is about, understanding that you're just not a part of athletics. This is going to be a marriage between the athletics department and the university and the academy, and we're going to continue to grow together. So when he's recruiting students, I'm recruiting students.
Yes, sir.
And he's recruiting, we're trying to get more money for scholarships. I'm going to do the same. So that's what this is all about.
Yes, sir. Zach.
I want to talk about congratulations on being the new VP for Austin Peay. Obviously, it's a great thing. As we're transitioning from the OVC, out of the OVC into the ASUN Conference, is there anything athletic-wise you're specifically more excited about going into a higher conference?
Well, one, I'm excited to get out of this conference. But no, I am excited about the future and where we can go. There's a great vision and an innovative spirit in the ASUN. And I think that gives us an opportunity to be a part of just a new market. I mean, you got to think about it. 3 million homes represented in the Ohio Valley Conference. 10 million homes represented in the ASUN, including Atlanta and Louisville and places like that. So we get to take the Gov all across the country, across the Southeast, which is the fastest growing region in the country.
Definitely the fastest growing region in the Southeast is. I want to mention too, F&M Bank Stadium being built. I know the ground has been broken. Are we expected to have our first season next year for basketball in that stadium so far?
It'll be tough. I think that right now we think it'll be done in early 2023. So the question is how early.
Right.
So, and if we got a great basketball season going, are we going to want to uproot everything from the Dunn to move into F&M? So I'm not sure if we're going to get in there for a game or not, maybe. But I want to make sure it's right first and get all the kinks out
Yes,
first.
sir.
And a rare partnership between a professional athletics team in the NHL with Nashville Preds and Austin Peay State Governors, obviously. To just run me a little bit in of how that partnership was able to work out.
Well, the Predators are great. Sean Henry, the CEO, and Nat Harden, the VP that were actually working with us. We talked about it when we were working on the arena project. And I said, you guys are the best in marketing in all of professional sports.
Oh, absolutely.
How can we work together? And then we kind of came up with this idea. And really, it came up while we were sitting in a room working on the F&M. And I was like, well, let's think about this and that. And, man, it gets us in a market in Nashville. I love going to Bridgestone and see the concerts, but you also see letsgop.com everywhere.
Yes.
And it's just fun. But that's what we're talking about, innovation and energy. That's why we're moving conferences. That's why we're doing F&M. That's why we're the Predators. Innovation and energy.
Yes, sir.
I'm a little passionate about that.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I don't blame you. Passion's a good thing to have.
As you should be. My last question, I talked to President Licari about your guys' relationship, and he said really good things. Can you tell me about the relationship and how much you've had fun working with President Licari?
Well, the reality of it is, the reason I'm at Austin Peay to this day is because of the relationship with Mike Licari. Like, it's a great understanding. It's still demanding. And he's still my boss. But we can have a conversation. I can make a suggestion. He'll listen. He can tell me no. Or we may not agree. But at the end of the day, we can sit down, talk about it, and go to Johnny's and have a bun and cream and feel good about it. And those unique relationships between presidents and athletics directors where there's no tension, you got to love that. And the thing is, the same stuff he's doing for the university is we have understanding, innovation, how to push the envelope, new marketing schemes. That's what he's doing for the school, and that's what I hope I'm doing for the athletics department.
You definitely are. I'm a graduate student coming back in. I've been to a couple of different universities in my time, and I want to thank you for keeping what Austin Peay is known for with the friendship and the relationships with students and teachers and building upon that. So thank you for that.
No problem at all. Thank you.
And that is all we have for you, so thank you so much for being here.
Oh, no problem. Thank you guys for having me. Best of luck with the broadcast. Let's finish this thing off, all right?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Sir. That was Athletic Director and Vice President Gerald Harrison. We're going to take a quick 1-minute break. We'll wrap up what happened in the first half. Once again, Jamar Perkins alongside Zach View. You're listening to 91.9 FM.
During the past year, the Red Cross has responded to help Tennesseans when tornadoes hit, flooding ravaged communities, and citizens were left homeless because of fire. Red Cross volunteers also deployed across the country when help was needed. But the Red Cross needs your help through a donation of money, blood, or by signing up to become a trained disaster volunteer. To find out more, go to redcrossblood.org or call 645-6401. 645-6401. A community reminder from 91.9 FM.
Austin Peay remains committed to helping our vets during the COVID-19 pandemic. But as you'd expect, there are changes to the way veteran services will be delivered. Until further notice, all services offered by the Vet Success on Campus office will be conducted by telecounseling. Email christina.hicks2@va.gov or call 221-6194 to schedule an appointment. That's 221-6194. A community reminder from Clarksville's 91.9 FM.
Stay tuned for more of this afternoon's Women's OVC Basketball Tournament halftime show from the Ford Center in Evansville with Jamar Perkins, Zach Pugh, and the 91.9 Sports Team on the Voice of Austin Peay, WAPX-FM, Clarksville's 91.9.
Zach Pugh here live from the Ford Center here in Evansville, Indiana, as we've got about 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in halftime. I want to talk real quick about what we have watched so far. It has been a tale of interesting 2 quarters as the Belmont Bruins had 20 points in the first quarter, but 13 points in the second quarter. To the Austin Peay Governors, 15 points in the first quarter and 14 points in the second quarter, making it a 33-29 game right now. The Governors shooting about 50% from the field goal range, 11 for 22 right now, but they are perfect from the three-point line, with Shaylee Kirby having 2 for 2 on the three-point line, 2 for 2 from Carly Pace as well, and 1 for 1 from DeLeon Negron, who is not usually a three-point shooter, so it's great to see that part of the game is going on. For the Belmont Bruins, it is a tale of the tape for Madison Bartley, and it is also going to be Destiny Wells, as they both have 10 points apiece Wells shooting 4 for 7 in front of the arc. She is right now 0 for 1 behind the arc, but she has 1 assist as well and a turnover. Bartley having 10 points, 4 for 7 right now, 1 for 2 from the three-point line, 1 for 2 from the free throw line as well, and 3 rebounds. 5 rebounds is usually her rebound cap. The Austin Peay Governors have to come out here to talk about keys to this game so far. With about 5 minutes left, the Austin Peay Governors have to come out here and start shutting down some of these main playmakers. They've done a good job so far by keeping Madison Bartley just under her season high, which is 12 points. She's right now at 10. She was on that 10-point run through the first quarter and only had 1 bucket attempt in the second quarter for the Bruins. For the Governors, it's got to be trying to push the inside of the basket for Shy Booker and for Yamaya Johnson. That are your 2 taller people for this, and they were the 2 people that helped you win the last time you played them in the Dunn Center. As of right now, we are checking to see the Governor marching band posing and kind of stunting around, waiting for the Governors to come back out here and do some warm-ups. It is a interesting time to be a fan, as it is the last time that we will see a matchup possibly for these 2 teams for OVC play, as the Belmont Bruins currently lead once again 33-29. Got about 4 minutes left in halftime. The defensive rebounds right now is tied for both teams, as it's 11 apiece for both teams. But the total rebounds, 14 rebounds from Belmont, 12 rebounds total for Austin Peay. If Austin Peay wants to get back in this game, they're going to have to start making second chance points opportunities, as they have 0 currently for those opportunities. As we take a second to see the Belmont Bruins coming out to do some warm-ups. They are excited to try to come back, and it looks like the Governors are eventually going to come out of the locker room. I believe they are waiting currently for the cheerleaders to set up before they come out to the said court to do some shooting around. I want to talk about the history of this series. Belmont is 2 for 0 against the Governors when they have faced each other in the tournament. The Governors are looking to get their first win in tournament play, but it's also the first time that these 2 teams have seen each other in the semifinals. So a couple of firsts and a couple of changes here. We've got about 3 minutes left in this half. We're going to take a quick 1-minute break. We'll be right back on WAPX-FM Clarksville's 91.9.
For over 30 years, the Tennessee Small Business Development Center has been helping businesses connect with the resources they need, servicing Clarksville and Middle Tennessee communities. Located at 211 South 2nd Street, they're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30. For more info, you can email them at lpeters@tsbdc.org or call 221-1370. That's 221-1370. A community reminder from Clarksville's 91.9 FM. The Office of Career Services is open once again for in-person appointments. You can stop by room 210 in the Morgan University Center Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. If you need an appointment outside of those hours, you can email careerservices@apsu.edu or schedule an appointment today at 221-6544. That's 221-6544. A campus and community reminder from the voice of Austin Peay, Clarksville's 91.9 FM.
It's time to go back courtside in the Ford Center in Evansville for the second half of exciting Lady Govs OVC basketball tournament action with Jamar Perkins, Zach Pugh, and the 91.9 sports team on the voice of Austin Peay, WAPX-FM Clarksville's 91.9.
Zach Pugh for doing a great job with the halftime show in my absence. But we are live here from the Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana. Jamar Perkins alongside Zach Pugh. And Zach, I know what you talked about is Austin Peay, what they need to do, and that's really going to be to continue in what they're doing, really doing a good job of shooting the three. Obviously 5 for 5 from the three-point line, so continuing that will be huge for Austin Peay.
Yes, it is huge for Austin Peay, as we are just about 50 seconds away from second half, so we'll keep it right here, obviously, because we've already talked about it fixing to start. The Governors were a little late out of the locker room to start doing these warm-ups. They only had about a minute 30 to about a minute 45 before they came out of the locker room. I want to talk about about something that I missed at halftime. Madison Bartley actually never touched the court after her second foul in that first quarter. She never came back out, so they were saving her for the rest of this game. She's only got 10 points. Her average is 12. We'll see if she comes back out on the floor.
And that's smart, too, especially with her on the defensive side, as she does a really good job in really executing and playing defensively, like you said, talking about doing a good blocks, or doing a good job in blocking as well. She leads the OVC in blocks with 1.7, so she's going to be a big factor. And you talk about Shy Booker working down low, it's going to be kind of difficult. You know, it's not, Madison Bartley is a bigger frame at 6'3", so it's not going to be an easy task for Shy Booker or Lyric Cole trying to score inside.
Definitely not. As the biggest thing right now, Tessa Miller, one of the forwards that's come in to be able to help. Her height standard is 6'2", freshman out of Crossville, Tennessee. She does get a lot of playing time for the Belmont Bruins. However, that's usually because Bartley has kind of been having some foul trouble lately, which is the reason why she's been doing that. And Bartley also had foul trouble during the last game they were at the Dunn Center in Clarksville.
And as a freshman, she's being asked a lot for her team coming off the bench. You know, it's just new to her in tournament time. This is her first tournament game, and I think she's doing a decent job of really just being active down low.
I want to talk about the starting lineup right now for the Governors. It looks like Ella Sawyer, Shaylee Kirby, Carly Pace, and Nina DeLeon-Negron, and Lyra Cole. So the starting five that started originally are going to be back out on the court again.
Yep. And same as well with Belmont. And Wells, Kinney, Chin, Bartley, and Jones. As Belmont's currently going right to left on the radio dial. Marlison Bartley's just going to lob pass inside. We just talked about have to stop her.
Definitely have to stop her as they're setting up on defense now. Looks like a 2-3 zone from the Bruins.
35-29 lead for Austin Peay. Ella Sawyer's going to get it. Now she gives it to Lyric Cole and gets it right back. Now there's a switch down low. Now Bartley's back on Lyric Cole. Shaylee Kirby with it in the left elbow. She can't find anyone to pass to. 6 seconds on the shot clock. You have to do something soon. Carly Pace is going to go inside. She's trying to make a move but struggling. She's going to get it into Lyric Cole, and Jones is right inside to get in and get active. That's a shot clock violation.
It's a close shot clock violation, as it was a late bounce pass to Cole. However, she got tangled up a little bit with Tootie Jones. Jones was fighting for the ball, almost out of bounds for that as well.
Very true. It looks like she was kind of close. I think she may have been in. But regardless, another Austin Peay turnover. Not the first possession you'd want for Coach Brittany Young and her team.
Now 6 turnovers now for the Governors.
Chin has it at the top of the key. Gives it to Bartley. Bartley to the three-point line. Now Jones is going to be wide open at the top of the key. She shoots that three, and she misses it. DeLeon-Negron just snatches it away from Conley Chin.
What an athletic rebound by DeLeon-Negron, who averages just over 4 rebounds a game.
Ella Sawyer trying to go inside. She's to Shaylee Kirby. Shaylee Kirby goes baseline, trying to find someone. She gets it to Ella Sawyer. Sawyer going towards the left side. She's going to give it into Lyric Cole. Lyric Cole gets inside, and she was fouled.
Definitely fouled, but great bounce pass by Sawyer to thread the needle to try to get that inside ball.
It was, and that's going to be 2 shots for Lyric Cole. Would like to see her go maybe a little bit stronger there as well, as it looked like she didn't really use as much energy to try to get up.
Now Lyric Cole, 6-foot freshman out of Memphis, Tennessee. She is the second in OVC in the shooting percentage from the floor. Shy Booker is the number 1 in the OVC from shooting floor percentage from the floor as well.
Talking about it right now, she's 37% from the free throw line, but at the field, she does a really good job of really finishing. She's actually right now first in the OVC in field goal percentage, and that actually is going to be a career mark, beating Jerlonda Harden for the best in a season for Austin Peay if she can keep that up. First free throw is good. Second one is off. And Shaylee Kirby's going to tip that one, but it is going to be Belmont's possession. 35-30 lead for Austin Peay as Wells gets into the top of the key. Kirby with the hand in her face. Wells goes inside. She's going to find Kinney. Kinney for the right wing, pulls up a 3. That one's off. But Chin is going to get the rebound. Kinney gets it again on the right wing. Looks like she thought about the shot. Now Bartley's going to work down inside against Lyric Cole. And Ella Sawyer's right there for the steal. That's good defense right there. And they're going to say, I'm not sure if they call a foul or out of bounds. I believe they call out of bounds.
Oh, no, one ref is showing 22 foul there. I'm not quite sure.
Assuming so, I'm guessing they might have called a foul on Shaylee Kirby. I missed that one, but it is Belmont's ball.
12 seconds left on that shot clock right now.
Bartley looking to work out inside. She's just having her way with her Cole. Look, shot is up and good. If I was to be, and as I was just going to say that, it looks like they're going to bring in Shy Booker. A little bit bigger size.
They're definitely going to need Booker on Bartley right now.
And Coach Young is trying to motivate her right here to kind of work on the offensive end. DeLeon-Negron has it. She can hand it off to Carly Pace. Carly Pace being guarded tightly from Tootie Jones, their best defender. DeLeon-Negron gets on the top of the key. Kinney's there to guard. DeLeon-Negron goes inside. She's going to find Shaylee Kirby on the left corner. Shaylee Kirby retreating it to Carly Pace. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Carly Pace goes inside. She tries to find Lyric Cole, and that's tipped again.
That's yet another attempt on a bounce pass from Pace to Cole on the inside. It's not getting there with so many hands in the passing lanes for the Bruins.
Really want to lob that pass up so he can kind of prevent it from being stolen from the smaller guards. You're seeing a higher or taller Lyric Cole. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Have to get in. Carla Pace gets it on the left wing. Shot is up, and that one's an air ball.
The very first three-point to miss. And it happens in the second half.
It was an uncomfortable three right there. That wouldn't have been the shot Ospey wanted, but regardless, it's an air ball miss from Carly Pace. 37-30 lead for Belmont. Ospey's going to want to get things together, not let Belmont blow this one away.
Coach Bart Brooks over there for the Bruins, barking some orders, trying to get a play developed for the Bruins.
Wells going to go left wing. Shin's going to get it. Now Kenny on the right wing. She goes baseline, trying to find inside. She goes all the way to the other side of the baseline, now on the left wing. Now Bartley's going to post up on Shy Booker. She decides not to. Conley Chin, 3 seconds on the shot clock. I have to do something soon. Wells is going to drive inside with the left hook. That one's off. And they're going to say there's a foul on Conley Chin. And a little bit of extracurricular activity between Carly Pace and I believe it was Madison Bartley right there.
It is Madison Bartley. Not quite sure what that is. That may lead to a technical. I'm unsure.
I think instead of calling a technical, the ref just kind of split the benches, which is a nice call right there.
It's definitely a nice call.
Not to assess the technicals. I think it was a little bit of both of them, but the refs are talking right now, trying to decide things out. Both teams are on their benches, but we're going to keep it right here. Not sure what the call is. Looks like the refs are about to make a call. They're calling 11 on red, so Shy Booker. And it's a push, so on the rebound.
So we've mentioned before, championship poise by the Governors. You've got to keep your cool during these heated situations.
And as the ref is talking to the TV guys, they don't talk to us. But from what the stat broadcast says, there's a foul on Shy Booker, nothing else, no technical fouls assessed.
That's a good sign for the Governors for sure. You've got to be able to control your poise in this situation and just keep your cool. I realize you're down by 7 points, but regardless if they're throwing elbows, don't throw them back. You'll get a penalty for retaliation.
1 foul each for both of these teams. And how about this? Both teams are 50% from the field goal range. The difference, Austin Peay with 3 threes, or 5 threes, excuse me.
A very rare occurrence of seeing 2 teams both at 50-50 right now.
It is, and I mean, Belmont's made 4 more shots than us, but the thing is, Austin Peay, like we said, they have the 3-point edge, which has helped them 5-2, Belmont's 2.
I'd like to see the Governors push a little bit more into the inside, maybe bring another body in there to help with the rebounding right now, because right now you are losing the rebound game, but by 5, 17-13 total
Looking
rebounds.
on the sideline right now, it looks like we're seeing Kamaya Ward and Shy Booker standing right next to each other, so I think that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to look to go kind of a twin tower look downside, and I think that might help. It'll take a little bit from the perimeter game, but inside it'll definitely help scoring.
Oh, so you got 6'1" sophomore out of Powder Springs, Georgia, and Kamaya Ward coming out. And I want to point out the fact Shaylee Kirby has been tasked with defending the reigning OVC tournament MVP in Destiny Wells, and has done a great job holding Wells to 10 points when Wells' average is about 17 points a game.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely doing a decent job here. I think a couple of Wells buckets might have been on other players, but it seems like Wells is having a good time getting inside. Still, like you said, making a couple of shots as well. But I like the lineup here. We're going to see how it works. And correct me, it looks like it's not going to be Shy Booker and Kamaya Ward on the plan. They're trying to get a substitution and bring Ward in for Booker. And I kind of like Ward inside instead of Lyric Cole. Ward clearly has a lot bigger size.
They waved nothing flagrant on that review, so no technical from what happened.
Bartley has it in the short corner. She's going to try to work against Ward. One thing I have noticed from Ward is she can get into foul trouble a lot. She's kind of aggressive, which could be a good sign. And she's guarding Wells right now, or excuse me, Bartley, and Bartley's going to do a smooth move.
You cannot let Bartley get on the inside of you at that point. You've got to keep her boxed out.
And that was on the left side. That's an offhand falling away layup. Really tough right there. Shaylee Kirby gets it to the right wing. 9-point lead for Austin Peay, 39-30. Dalen Agon gets it. Kind of fumbles it with a little bit. She's going to hand it off to Ella Sawyer. Ella Sawyer trying to drive inside to Jones. Now that ball is tipped, and they're going to say it hit Carly Pace's foot. And that's going to be a turnover for Austin Peay.
That's a tough turnover by Austin Peay. The 8th now by the Governors, as you've got to control the ball and play some clean basketball.
Looks like they're going to call a timeout. I believe it's just going to be a 30. But looking at it, this is something, it looks like Coach Young's really just trying to talk to her team right here. But I don't know, I have to say, I think it did go out of bounds on Carly Pace, but they have to do something here to really get back the momentum.
They definitely do, as they kind of allowed Belmont to catch some momentum right before the break, as they were 3 for 3 right as we got into halftime, and of course they didn't continue that stat into the second half. But the Governors right now in a scoring drought for the last 2 minutes and 11 seconds.
And just looking at, like I said, they've struggled still maintaining that field goal percentage. Like I said, with the turnovers, they haven't been able to get a shot off. We talked about the turnover battle between these two teams. It's now widened a lot more with 9 turnovers for Austin Peay to only Belmont's 3.
Yes, and then one of the things I want to point out from points off of turnovers, Belmont's got 7 points off of turnovers. Austin Peay has 0 right now, so they may have forced 3 turnovers, but they got 0 points off of that, and that's something they're really known for. So seeing the Governors struggle with that means that this is just a rare game where their defensive scheme and their scoring scheme is just not quite there against the Bruins.
And I think the real battle is Madison Bartley right here. She currently has 16 points, which has really helped propel her team. Trailing back to the last game they played, she had 18, so she's already almost about to match that high against Austin Peay this season.
Madison Bartley has done a great job stepping up for her team, as Wells only has 10 points, but their other scorer for their team, which would be, I believe it's apologies there, partner. It should be Conley Chin. She's not had to shoot the ball that much. She's actually not been on the court as much either.
Has not taken a shot. She's had 11 minutes, but like you say, not taking a shot in this contest. And I mean, why take shots when you have Madison Bartley down low doing what she's doing? So I think they're really focusing on her, dialing in on her, and Austin Peay is struggling. So I'm sure they're going to.
24 points in the paint right now for the Belmont Bruins, as it compared to 10 points to the paint for the Governors. Cole, Booker, and Ward all have had a few different assists right now. They've tried to defend Bartley, but none of them are able to be defending Bartley, as they've all rotated through Bartley right now.
I think Shy Booker's done the best job. I think a lot of Bartley's shots against Booker have kind of been falling away, a little bit of a fading shots, hooks. So I think Booker's done the best, and it's hard. I mean, I think what really happened is it seemed like Bartley kind of got a groove against Lyric Cole, and then once Shy Booker, a better inside defender, got on her, she was already in a groove, which kind of made it a struggle. So
hopefully during this timeout, not to interrupt you there about that, but hopefully during this timeout, they're telling Booker that she has been doing great against Bartley, and even though she's on the bench right now, to just take a breath and know that you're doing okay.
3 fouls for Shy Booker, a big reason why she's not on that court right now. 3 fouls for her, so now you need to rely on Kamaya Ward. I know Coach is talking to her like, hey, we need you. We know you're late to the season, didn't play until late January. Like, we need you to step up.
And I want to mention, we can't discredit how good Madison Bartley has done with some of these shots, with 16 points for the Bruins right now. With 16 points for the Bruins right now. Some of these shots, as you said, they're kind of an offhand layup with a lot of hands to the face. Some athleticism being shown and trying to force the inside issue.
Her skill down low, just being able to use either hand to finish, has really impressed me. I mean, either it's left hand or it's right hand. As a post player myself back in my day, I even struggle with my right. And she seems to be doing really good with her non-dominant hand.
Right now, Conley Chin on the court. So is Jamie Lynn Kinney, Tootie Jones, Destiny Wells, and Madison Bartley, all still on the court for the Bruins.
And for Austin Peay, it looks like Yamaya Johnson, Shaylee Kirby, Carly Pace, Kamaya Ward, and Ella Sawyer. As Chin has the ball, she's going to give it to Jones. Jones being guarded heavily, and that's a tip from Kamaya Ward. And they're going to call a foul on Kamaya Ward right there. She
question that one.
It was a little bit after the tip they called a foul. They might have realized a hand on her. We talked about Kamaya Ward, how she can get a little aggressive and get fouls, and immediately right there she gets a foul. But that was very late whistle.
Was a very late whistle, but we don't wear the stripes, so sometimes we can't make those calls, unfortunately. As they look like they're explaining a little bit to Coach Brooks as well.
And I believe they're going to clear the bench. So I think they might look at something here. Or they're going to tell both players to get to the bench. It looks like they're going to have a review here.
Yeah, it looks like they're reviewing an elbow. Kamaya Ward might have thrown an elbow during that play, and that might have been what the foul was. This is a personal foul call right now on her.
Like I said, we're not sure what the replay is looking like, but I was not able to see the elbow. We talked about Kamaya Ward, though, how she can be kind of aggressive at times. So that is something maybe I haven't really seen her get purposely, as throw an elbow. I've never seen that character out of her, but looks like the officials are going to check it out. Like they're walking away, too. I think they may have decided their mind on what it is already.
And it's very well sure. I mean, we've already seen a push, and it probably wasn't a purposeful push, but it created a little bit of a tension between Bartley and Pace. That's probably why they're reviewing these, is trying to make sure that this game doesn't get a little out of hand and a little too chippy.
Win or go home games always, they get a little chippy. They get a little aggressive because this is, you're fighting for your season.
We saw it yesterday from TSU as it seemed to be the ending battle from them, from the number 8 seed, as they had beaten and gotten the upset against EIU the day before. They got a little chippy towards the end of that game as well against the Governors, one of them leading to Yamaya Johnson falling on the floor.
And you just want to be careful if you're Austin Peay or either both teams, really, and on this floor. And it looks like they're going to come up with their decision. Looking at our stat broadcast, I believe it's just going to be a personal foul. I don't see anyone lining up on the free throw line, so they're just going to call it a common foul. No flagrant foul right there.
They are explaining it to Coach Young, though, as well, to be able to let her know what's going on. So you like to see that sign that it is nothing flagrant.
Jones looking at me down, and Bartley's wide open, gets a left-hand layup right there.
You can't do that, unfortunately. You've got to be able to at least put a hand up on her.
Pace with the ball at the top of the key.
Governors are still in a scoring drought for the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
6-0 run for Belmont. Imai Johnson relieving it, being guarded by the slower Bartley. She's going to go inside, and there is going to be a blocking foul. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is going to be Bartley's third foul.
That is something that you want to see as the Governors, with her being away. Yes, it is on Madison Bartley.
And it looked like Coach Brooks looked at his bench, thought about it for a second, and said, talk to Tessa Miller, say, yeah, you get in there. So now you're looking at Lyra Cole get inside, thinking Lyra Cole can have a better matchup here on a somewhat small, like I said, not that much smaller, but somewhat smaller.
Just about a 2-inch difference.
Tessa Miller, yeah.
2 inches does make a big deal in basketball.
They're going to give it to Lyra Cole, and it's going to be a foul right there. Another one called against Belmont. That's going to be their third team foul.
Something we haven't seen is a lot of talking from the bench for the Governors, and after that foul call, Liz Gibbs getting up, just pointing out, hey, good job.
Liz Gibbs is a player we have not seen in this contest.
No, she, I believe she had a knee injury yesterday's game against TSU.
And she is, it looks like she might be dressed, but like, yeah, she's not in this game, hasn't been. 4 fouls, correct me, for Belmont. Shaylee Kirby on the top of the key. 8 seconds on the shot clock. She's trying to find someone to throw to, and she's going to get that one tipped away. Have to secure the basketball.
As the fast transition happens, Belmont doesn't run faster on the floor that time.
Kenny. Wells has it now, circling to the top of the key. Wells trying to find a good shot she wants. Looks like she's going to get a screen from Miller on her left side. Ella Sawyer playing tight D, but just a foul right there on Ella Sawyer. It looked like Wells drove inside and Ella Sawyer jumped with her, and that's going to be a foul. 2 shots.
Yep, it's going to be 2 shots for sure.
We're seeing Casey Kidwell check in for Shaylee Curry, and it looks like Blair Schoenwald is going to check in for Jamelyn Kinney.
Blair Schoenwald, the 5'8" sophomore out of Brentwood, Tennessee.
Played at Brentwood Academy. She around this area just a little bit, Nashville. First free throw is up for Destiny Wells, and it's good.
Destiny Wells, a reminder, she's shooting about 75% from the free throw line. She does not miss often.
She's 3 for 3 tonight. She'll be 4 for 4 if she makes this one. Second one is up, and that one is good as well. So a 43-30 lead for Belmont.
I want to mention the Governors having 3 turnovers in the last 3 minutes. They have struggled to be able to do anything.
I want to get a good offensive flow here. Carly Pace gets a screen from Liz Gibbs, Lyra Cole, check that. As it's going to be a turnover for Osby. That's another one. 4 turnovers in a little less than 4 minutes for him now. Schoenwald has it being guarded by Pace. She's going to hand it off to Miller. Miller into the free throw line. Gets to Jones. Jones is going to get a screen from Miller. Jones drives inside. That one's poked away from Ella Sawyer. But Jamelyn Kinney pulls up from 3. That one's off. That was Schoenwald. Check that. No one boxes out Jones, and she gets an offensive rebound. Coach Brittany Young is very upset with that.
Jones averaging 4 rebounds a game right now.
She's kind of like Deliana Grant, is a smaller guard that works inside to go get rebounds.
She does it all.
Chin gives it to Wells. Wells goes inside to the free throw line. Now Chin pulls up for 3. That one's left center. That one's off.
A beautiful pass by Wells to be able to get it to Chin.
Lyra Cole with the rebound. Carly Pace has it. 13-point lead for Belmont right now. Austin Peay is looking to get something going right now. 8-0 run for Belmont. Now it's tipped away. Almost another turnover for Carly Pace. Carly Pace gets doubled. Now Ella Sawyer in the left corner. She's going to go inside. She gets to Lyra Cole. Lyra Cole goes up. She misses the layup. And that's a rebound. It looked like Tessa Miller was behind her with the foul. I didn't see it. Destiny Wells. She's going to get a screen from Tessa Miller. Tessa Miller doesn't use a screen. She slips. Now a double team from Casey Kidwell and Lyra Cole. That pass is wild, and it's going to be a turnover. Good double team.
It's a great double team right there.
Time is out on the floor.
And it looks like it's going to be immediate timeout. So we're going to take a timeout as well. The score is 43-30. Belmont leads. We'll be right back on 91.9 FM.
Whether you're an Austin Peay student or alum, the Spring Career Expo is your connection for internships, campus jobs, full or part-time employment. The Spring Career Expo takes place March 15th and 16th from 10 until 3 in the UC Ballroom. For more information, go to Career Services at apsu.edu or call 221-6544. That's 221-6544. The Spring Career Expo, March 15th and 16th, a campus and community reminder from Clarksville's 91.9 FM. From the Ford Center in Evansville, it's women's OVC basketball tournament action with Jamar Perkins, Zach Pugh, and the 91.9 sports team on the Voice of Austin Peay, WAPX-FM, Clarksville's 91.9.
And we're back. Jamar Perkins alongside Zach Pugh. Belmont leads this one 43-30 with about a little less than 4 minutes in the third quarter. Zach, Austin Peay is struggling. Tell me about it.
Struggling is probably the nicest word we can say right now for that one, as they've only gotten 1 point this quarter. Maybe they're still thinking about what was talked about in the locker room at half or something, but they had a big scoring drought for the last 4 minutes and 50 seconds of this quarter, with nothing being put down except for the 1 point, I believe, off of a free throw. And then other than that, 4 turnovers to happen within that time frame as well. Just not clean basketball by the Governors.
Not clean basketball at all. And like I said, they just need to get something going here. And unfortunately, it's only a 13-point deficit. If Belmont was rolling just a little bit more, maybe a couple more threes, we'd be in a way larger lead for Belmont. So they definitely are going to want to turn this thing, turn it up a notch. Austin Peay does. Like we talked about, they are struggling right now. So whatever it's a nice play, it's a good situation, they need to spark this offense right now.
Absolutely. If I'm Coach Brittany Young, I'm trying to draw up a play or something to get the three ball working again, because as of right now, you still have not missed a 3-point. Earlier, that three that we thought was from Pace was actually above the line and was considered a 2-point shot.
Yeah, and it was considered a 2-point shot. But looking at it, I'm expecting for players like Carly Pace and Amaya Johnson, this is their last game. This could be their last game if this is
Absolutely.
a loss. So leave it all on the floor is what they say.
Yeah, Thunder and Lightning's got to come out. And also, I want to see more from Shine Booker. The fouls obviously are keeping her off the court because of the 3 fouls that she's gotten. It's happened to Madison Bartley as well. Bartley doing a great job forcing Booker to foul, and vice versa on the court as well. But you know, you've got to get your inside game working. Something about the rebounds as well. You're right now losing the rebound game 19-14. Even though defensive rebounds are the same, offensive rebounds have not been going the way for the Governors. They're all going for the Belmont Bruins.
They are, and that's something, that's the size, really. When you talk about the size, it's where they're really dominating in. It's only 6-1, and look at the defensive rebounding. They're tied at 13 apiece.
I want to talk about these turnovers right now. 11 turnovers from the Governors, 4 from the Bruins. The Bruins have scored 11 points off of those turnovers from the Governors.
And if you look at that, that's the game right there.
Yes, it is.
That'd be a 2-point lead for Belmont if those turnovers, the scores didn't happen. But it is going to be Austin Peay's ball. Amaya Johnson set the inbound to Carly Pace. Pace gets it.
Happy to see Thunder and Lightning finally back on the court together.
She's being guarded by Kenny. Kenny's going to get a mock screen. Doesn't use it. She is going to use a screen from Lyric Cole. Does Carly Pace. Now Casey Kidwell into the right wing. Thought about the shot. She doesn't take it. Casey Kidwell hands it off to Carly Pace. Carly Pace wanted the shot but couldn't get it. She's going to give it to Casey Kidwell. Casey Kidwell goes towards the block. Can't find much. She's trying to find Lyric Cole down low, and she does almost lose the ball. Carly Pace pulls it with 1 second left on the shot clock. Another air ball for Carly Pace.
And it's tough to see from Carly Pace on that one, as I believe that may have been a 3-point shot attempt there.
It was a 3-point shot attempt. And once again, it was another one where it was an air ball from Carly Pace due to a rushing shot clock. Now, Miller has it, and they're looking to try to find, looks like
Chin down low.
Chin down low is trying to post up, and just bad communication right there. That's a turnover for Belmont. So now we're seeing Liz Gibbs check in. We just talked about her, seeing her get her first action of the contest.
It's good to see Liz Gibbs coming out here, as Gibbs is one of the better defenders, just like Casey Kidwell is for the Governors. And so Gibbs, with her speed, will be seeing that more and more on some of the players.
We see Liz Gibbs being very well at driving inside and finding post players. We'll see if she can act right there and doing that. Carly Pace gets it. Liz Gibbs cutting through the lane, doesn't find her. Now Carly Pace gets to the top of the key. Liz Gibbs has it. She's circling to the top, to the free throw line. She's going to go inside. Can't find much. Now she's looking to find Lyric Cole. Lyric Cole doesn't want it, and Lyric Cole was not ready for it, but she ended up grabbing the ball. She finds Carly Pace with 5 seconds on the clock. They're being extremely rushed. A step back 3 from Carly Pace, and that's another air ball from Carly Pace. Another short shot clock situation.
And really on that play, Gibbs was on the wing over here on the right wing and was trying to kind of see an opening lane, but just couldn't get down there.
A tough sight for Austin Peay. In the middle of their struggles, Destiny Wells and Madison Bartley just checked in, along with Nikki Baird.
I believe we're going to see somewhat of a full court press now by the Governors.
And we saw yesterday against TSU, they were kind of struggling with their press as TSU was breaking it kind of easily. We'll see if Austin Peay can maintain it. And there's no press, it's just a mock press as they all get back on defense. Carly Pace is guarding Kenny. Kenny has it. She finds Wells in the right wing. Bartley's looking to post up. They can't find her. They're going to find her, and Lyra Cole gets the steal right there. Governor's pushing the transition. Yamaya Johnson has it. She's going to keep going. She loses the basketball. Might have got her arm smacked. And she's complaining, but refs didn't see it. Wells has it, being guarded by Gibbs. Wells circling to the free throw line. She's going to go inside. Layup is up, and that's a block. Not sure who it's off on. It's going to go out of bounds.
I think they might be calling that off of Liz Gibbs there.
It looks like they are as they're lining up in there.
I want to mention Madison Bartley was pulled out of the game for a little while, for about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. The Govs did not have her, had to face her on the court.
And she's with 3 fouls, so have to be careful. If you're hers, we're seeing Wells have the ball. Wells being doubled in the corner. They're going to find Nikki Baird looking for Madison Bartley to post up. They see it, and Lyra Cole's there, but Madison Bartley still grabs it. She goes up and soars for the layup.
What I was talking about for Bartley was the Govs had an opportunity to score during that time and still did not score, as they have a scoring drought right now for the last 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
1 point in the third quarter. 10-0 run for Belmont. Ella Sawyer gets it, trying to get something going. She can't find much. She's going to find Carly Pace retreating. Carly Pace on the top of the key. She goes inside, tries to find inside. Ella Sawyer gets it. Now Pace in the left corner. Doesn't take the shot. Ella Sawyer's going to take it from the right wing. Shots up, and it's good. 3-pointer. Good for Ella Sawyer.
And that's what you want to start doing if you're the Governors. Mock up some of these threes. Give some easy looks for that basket.
45-33, Belmont leads with 1 minute and 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Kenny has it. And that's a steal from Lyra Cole as Yamaya Johnson picks it up. Now in transition. Yamaya's going to slow it down a little bit. Now Carly gets it at the top of the key. Sawyer has it. Sawyer lost the ball. Looks like she might have got hit again, but that's a turnover for Austin Peay. There's a lot of looks like they got hit, a lot of situations. You have to be tough with the basketball regardless if you get touched a little bit.
Definitely got to be tough with that as well. Looks like Kenny's going to try to do a little cross at the wing.
As Kenny has the ball, she's going to hand it off to Jones. Jones picks up her dribble. Now Bartley has it. Gives it back to Jones on the right wing. 7 seconds on the shot clock. She's going to get a screen from Bartley. She loses the basketball a little bit. 3 seconds on the clock. Kenny pulls up from the left corner. That hits rim, and it looks like Belmont's in position to get the offensive rebound, and they do. That's Baird with the offensive rebound. The shot clock resets. It's about an 8-second shot clock differential. 20 on the game clock. Now 8 seconds on the shot clock. Wells has it. She fake spins to her left. Now she finds Baird in the right corner. She shoots the 3. It's up and good.
Nikki Baird, the 6-foot junior out of Wheaton, Illinois. She is a 39% shooter beyond the arc.
Good shot there from Nikki Baird. Like you said, only averaging 3 points a game. That's her average right there, which she just got. Good finishes. Lyra Cole goes inside with the layup to finish the third quarter.
Baird actually has passed her average with 5 points currently in this game.
Blair with 5 points, correct me. That's a good job there from Baird, but that is going to do it for the third quarter. Belmont leads this one 48-35. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action here on 91.9 FM.
Luxurious guest rooms.
Welcome back to What's That Gas? I'm your host, Donnie, and today we're going to ask our contestants, what is carbon monoxide?
Carbon monoxide, or CO, is an odorless, colorless gas that can kill you.
Where is CO found?
CO is found in fumes produced anytime you burn fuel in cars, small engines, stoves, fireplaces, and other heating units.
What are the symptoms of CO poisoning?
The most common symptoms of CO poisoning are headache, dizziness, upset stomach, vomiting, and confusion. If you breathe in a lot of CO, it can make you pass out or kill you.
Contestant 2! Name as many carbon monoxide poisoning prevention methods as you can in 15 seconds.
Install a battery-operated battery backup CO detector in your home. Place your detector where it will wake you up outside your bedroom. And, replace your CO detector every 5 years.
From the Ford Center in Evansville, it's women's OVC basketball tournament action with Jamar Perkins, Zach Pugh, and the 91.9 sports team on the Voice of Austin Peay, WAPX-FM, Clarksville's 91.9.
Austin Peay has one more quarter to get things back going. Belmont leads 48 to Austin Peay is 35. Jamar Perkins alongside Zach Pugh. It is going to take a valiant effort for Austin Peay to get back into this contest.
It is definitely going to take a valiant effort to get back into this contest, as it's interesting to see. Belmont is 2-0 against the Governors in the tournament ranking for the OVCs, right? And so Austin Peay is looking for their first win against them, and it's in a semifinal match that they've never seen them in before.
Yeah, we talked about the narrative here. You're right. Both of these games, or both of these last couple of years, they've lost the game. So that's going to be the key here. Can you win against Belmont in the tournament? Belmont has proven as winning 5 of the last 6 championships in the tournament. They've proven to have that good pedigree, and now you're seeing Austin Peay. They want to take down the queens of the OVC.
They are the 5 of the 6s. They won last year and are the reigning tournament winner as well as the season winner as well for the season championship holder for the regular season. I want to start talking about real quick about what we saw. Only 15 points from the Belmont Bruins, but that's higher than what they did in the second quarter, obviously.
Yeah.
They're usually a slower start in the first and third. However, they've come out better in the first and third against the Governors. The Governors only scoring 6 points in the third, having issues with turnovers. Belmont only ranks about 3rd to 4th in turnovers and steals right now. They have a good turnover to steal ratio, right? Assist to turnover ratio. But the Governors saw one of the best stealing teams yesterday against TSU and did great against them. For some odd reason, not working against Belmont.
If you're really analyzing this game, you're talking about, I think, the first 3 minutes of this fourth quarter really going to decide who wins this game. Does Belmont extend their lead? Does Austin Peay bring some pressure in? Need to get this into single digits fast for Austin Peay.
Could very well be our last time calling an OVC fourth quarter here. Hopefully it is not. We would like to see the Governors make that, as Belmont had 8-1 on the offensive rebounds, and that is leading 11 points of second chance opportunities for the Bruins. That is not good for the Governors.
It's going to be Austin Peay's ball once again, going left to right on the radio dial. These Cubs do not want to go home just yet. Carly Pace has it. Then guard right. Kenny Lyric Cole gets in. She loses the basketball. That's a turnover. As Ella Sawyer goes inside. Madison Bartley falls in the ball, but Ella Sawyer's right there. That's a jump ball. And that's going to be Belmont's possession.
It is going to be Belmont's possession, and Sawyer tried very hard to get into that, but just Cole could not ring in the basketball as it was passed off to her.
You know, you do off-ball things, but you have to be engaged for Lyric Cole to be able to be aware when that ball's coming. As Liz Gibbs on the sideline starting a defense chant for her team. Bartley has it, hands it off to Wells. Now Bartley's going to post up. They can't find her. Now Jones to the right corner. Barry gives it to Wells in the left wing. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Wells looking to work. A beautiful move right there. She goes inside, and that's going to be a block on Lyric Cole. Blocking call as a good.
That's rough.
Yeah, it was a smooth move from Destiny Wells to get past Shaylee Kirby.
Oh, yes, no. We've seen the handles from Wells being able to go quick and in and out inside the inside, doing a couple of crossover moves, some spins, some pivots. So she's definitely driving everybody crazy. Obviously, Shaylee Kirby has done a good job being able to stop her in this game. So we see Lyra Cole come out for Shy Booker.
Talking about Destiny Wells, she's a sophomore, so she's been with a couple of these players for only 2 years, but she's been with one a little bit longer, as her and Tootie Jones are on the same AAU team, the Alabama Stars. So they kind of came up together. I'm sure their correlation with picking schools kind of helped in the factors. They kind of got to play together, so they already have that chemistry at the guard position.
Definitely, and at the guard position, you've got a 5'7" sophomore from Troy, Alabama, from Tootie Jones, and then Destiny Wells, 5'6" sophomore out of Lakeland, Tennessee.
I think the better the AAU teams are, the more stretch they kind of pass around. So being Border States ended up getting on the same team, but those free throws are up and good. So that's a 15-point lead for Belmont, 50-35. Carly Pace has the ball at the top of the key. Booker has checked back into this contest. Yamaya Johnson, no, Booker has it on the right elbow. She finds Ella Sawyer in the corner. She pulls three. It's up and good.
Ella Sawyer, a 33% shooter from the three-point line. That will be her first basket, or her second basket made tonight.
Austin Peay looking to rally back into this contest. Skinny has it, top of the key. Gives it to Bartley near the left wing. Bartley looking for a backdoor from Wells. Now Jones gets into the top of the key. Belmont spinning this around. Kenny has it. Finds Baird. Now Bartley's looking to post up on Booker. Booker really trying to hold her ground right here. As Bartley does an up and under move, and that one misses off. Ella Sawyer grabs the rebound. She finds Shaylee Kirby. That pass is a little long. Kirby's going to go inside for a layup, and she misses it, but she is fouled from Destiny Wells.
And that's what you want to see, the fast transition. Force the fouls from Belmont to try to maybe get you into the bonus. As we know, in women's basketball, bonus means double the shots.
It does. That'll only be the first foul for Belmont as far as team fouls go, so they're going to have a lot of work to do.
And for Belmont, Conley Chin, the 6'1 senior from Jackson, Mississippi, just checked in for number 23.
Conley Chin, I want to talk about her. I wanted to wait till she was shooting some free throws, but while Shaylee Kirby's at the free throw line, Conley Chin is a very smart player, should I say, as she was a CDSIDA All-American, and she's a pre-med student. She wants to be a surgeon, so.
Wow.
So she is brains and the basketball skills for Conley Chin, and Shaylee Kirby's looking to shoot her second free throw. Her first one was good. Second one is good as well. 10-point lead for Belmont. They lead 50-40.
Governor's doing a full court press now.
And it looks like it's another mock one. As you see, they kind of
just scared
a little bit. It's just a little tease. Yeah, Kenny has it, being guarded by Johnson. She gets a screen from Bartley. Kenny trying to drive inside on Johnson. Now Jones gets it. She's going to look for Bartley down low. Bartley's going to look to work in the post. Booker's on her. She tries to go inside. They're going to call it traveling violation.
Oh, absolutely. That's too many steps. There's always the question when we see in the NBA about too many steps, talking about James Harden half the time. That was definitely too many steps by Bartley. Great travel call by the refs.
Most definitely. Good job there from Shy Booker holding her ground. Just under 8 minutes now here. Osby trying to get back into this. Jemiah Johnson has it. Ella Sawyer now at the top of the key. Now Shaylee Kirby. Looks like Booker wants to post up. They're going to get it to Booker. Booker looking to work inside. She's going to get doubled, though. Now she gets to the Jemiah Johnson. Jemiah Johnson's going to get fouled. I think that's Tootie Jones here. That's going to be her second foul.
The OVC Defensive Player of the Year is known for being able to foul a few times. She usually walks out about 3 to 4 fouls a game.
That's Ella Sawyer down low on the baseline. And they're going to call it off. Not sure what's going on down low, but I see the officials back talking to players. And Shy Booker, they're double timing Shy Booker, down low. Trying to find someone to inbound it to. They give the Shy Booker on the top of the key. A lot of time to work with. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Ella Sawyer's wide open in the right corner. Shots up. Hits front of the rim. That one's off. Bartley with the rebound.
Got to get that offensive rebound. As right now, you are 0 in second chance points opportunities.
Kenny has it. Hands it off to Bartley. Bartley hands it off to Wells. Now Kenny at the top of the key being guarded by Pace. Looks like she's trying to get a screen from Chin, and that is a screen. Jones in the right corner being guarded by Johnson. Jones works to her left side. She pulls up with a stop of a dime near the right elbow. She misses that one. Fighting for the rebound is Shy Booker, and she gets that one.
3 rebound by Shy Booker, as she now has, I believe, 2 rebounds in this game.
It is time to score for Austin Peay. Down by 10 points. Carly Pace goes inside. She gives it to Shy Booker. She's open, and shot is up.
Great awareness and a good pass by Pace to get Booker open, as Belmont trying for a fast transition, but is going to slow it down instead.
8-point lead for Belmont, 50-42. Jones has it now. Wells is going to look to make a play. Shaylee Kirby guarding her. Bartley's near the right elbow being guarded by Booker. Booker's trying to lead on her. Want to be careful not to get a foul.
Bartley throwing her hands up right now, looking at the refs like,
saying,
hey,
I'm not doing anything. A little bit of contact as Wells has it. Wells, good use of the fakes, and she's going to go right around Shy Booker, and she lays that one up.
It's a great screen by Bartley to stop Shaylee Kirby from being able to be defending on Wells.
And they're bringing in Casey Kidwell on the sidelines. Looks like they're going to have her tasked to guard Wells. Carly Pace has it. She goes inside. She finds Shaylee Kirby in the right corner. Shot is up and good.
Shaylee Kirby is perfect from the three-point line tonight.
That is at 3 for 3. 11 points for Kirby.
And a rebound as well for her.
7-point game here. Well, Kenny goes inside, and she makes a layup, unfazed in the paint.
Damlin Kenny, the 5'7" senior out of Van Buren, Arkansas, usually averages about 5 points per game. Right now, she has got 2.
And there's going to be a timeout called for Austin Peay.
4. That's what she's currently got.
There's going to be a timeout, so we're going to take a timeout as well. I want to recap the score. Austin's trying to get back into this one. 54-45 is the Belmont lead. We'll be right back on 91.9 FM.
The Save Our Students Food Pantry helps feed Austin Peay students and their families. The SOS Food Pantry is in need of peanut butter, canned meats, canned or fresh fruits, soups, and much more. You can drop off your donations to the food pantry between 9 and 4 Tuesdays through Fridays. You'll find them in the Center for Service Learning at 322 Home Avenue. For more info, call 221-6120. That's 221-6120, a campus and community reminder from Clarksville's 91.9 FM.
Exciting women's OVC basketball tournament action continues from Evansville with Jamar Perkins, Zach Pugh, and the 91.9 sports team on the Voice of Austin Peay, WAPX-FM, Clarksville's 91.9.
With the season on the line, Austin Peay trying to fight back into this one. Belmont leads 54-45. Something has to get going for Austin Peay.
Oh, absolutely. Something has to get going. And the thing that's got to get going that I want to see more of is the three ball.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, you that's what's making it for you. That's what's got to get you back in the game. You're down 54-45 currently, and the three ball has been working for you by Shaylee Kirby shooting. You saw as well, DeLeon Negron is also perfect from the three-point line as well. So that is a good thing to see, as they've only missed 1 3-point so far, 8 for 9 for their 3 points.
Great shooting, really what's kept them into this game. And looking at it too, really have to stop Belmont from getting in penetration. We saw 2 back-to-back layups from Belmont where they're getting easy right-hand layups. So You're really going to want to focus on that and try to stop that and shut it down. But it's hard because you have so much of a priority on Bartley. You have to forget that there are other great players for Belmont.
Yes, no, you cannot forget the Destiny Wells or Tootie Jones is on the court, as they are both kind of the all-around scorers for these two teams. I want to mention the fact that in the third quarter it was 15-6 right for the points after the third. It's a rough third quarter for the Governors. However, they have now passed that into double digits with 10 right now in the fourth to 10-6 to Belmont's 6 points in this quarter. That's a great sign for the Governors, and very well could mean that they're trying to rally back into this game.
We talk about what this game means. Could be the very last game in the Ohio Valley Conference for Austin Peay. Their last game of the season. So this is something where you want to, there was only one way that Austin Peay women wanted to leave the OVC conference, and that's with the tournament championship. And they have to get this game to do it.
Yes, no, they definitely have to get this game to do it, as Austin Peay has 16 total rebounds to 22 total rebounds to Belmont. But I want to point out the second chance opportunities. Offensive rebounds for Belmont is 8, and they've scored 11 points on those. APSU only has 1 rebound on offense, and they have 0 points for second chance opportunities. You have to rebound in this game for the rest of it in order to get yourself back into it.
It's really the intangibles that Austin Peay hasn't been doing. When you look about Belmont's scoring, just seeing it combined, 18 points off of turnovers, 11 points off of second chance points. That's 29 points right there just because of mistakes from Austin Peay.
Want to point out 2 players for Belmont are in double digits, with Madison Bartley being at 20 points and Destiny Wells at 16 points. Destiny Wells has now hit her game average in this game.
And Bartley really outperforming for herself, doing a great job. She only averages about 12 points per game.
She is now 2 points above what she had in Nashville as well. Bartley is.
Carly Pace has it. She's going to get a screen from Booker. Booker goes to re-screen her. Now Carly Pace going inside. She finds Casey Kill in the right corner. Kidwell thought about the 3 but didn't take it. Now Carly Pace on the right wing, being guarded by Kenny. She's going to hand it off to Sawyer. Sawyer thought about the shot but didn't take it. 6 seconds on the clock. Have to do something soon. Yamai Johnson gets it. That ball's going to be tipped. And I thought it was tipped last on Belmont, but that's going to be another turnover for Austin Peay.
It's going to be another turnover, as that makes it 17 turnovers now for the Governors.
I understand not wanting to settle, but it looked like Ella Sawyer had a good opportunity to shoot a 3 near the top of the key. As Kenny has it. Belmont leads this one 54-45. A little over 5 minutes left in this game. Chin goes inside. Now Bartley has it near the top of the key. She hands it off to Kenny. Kenny drives inside, being guarded by Pace. Chin has it. Bartley's going to post up. Chin wants to give it to her, but can't. Kenny on the right corner, really denying the ball, and that ball's tipped. Shot Booker gets the rebound. Good block there from Carly Pace.
Great block and great way to keep Madison Bartley out of that situation.
Maya Johnson trying to figure out what to do. Good ball pressure there from Tootie Jones. Now Ella Sawyer, she can do a little bit of it all, and she's calling the play right now. Ella Sawyer, Carly Pace, pump fakes. Now Sawyer in the left corner. Didn't think about the 3. She's going to drive inside, gets it to Shy Booker. Shy Booker losing the ball a little bit. She's going to find Ella Sawyer down low. She's misses the shot. Couldn't see the angle too much, but I wasn't sure if there was any contact right there.
Was no contact, but she did have a couple of hands to her face.
Kenny has it. Now Jones has it. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in this contest. 9-point lead for Belmont. Wells being guarded by Kidwell. We've seen Wells in this position a lot of times. Really working the defender. Casey Kidwell is tenacious on her right now in the defensive end. Really trying to make her do something as Wells goes inside. She's going to drive inside to her right. Good double team, but Chin's wide open in the left corner. She shoots that one. That's an air ball, and that's a shot clock violation.
And that's what you want to see. Great defense by the Governors. Got to give a shout out to Casey Kidwell, shutting down the reigning OVC MVP.
Casey Kidwell was locking her down. Now she just have to keep that up, though. Playing defense like that can tire you. You have to stay composed. So she's taking a couple breaths right here on the left corner. Pace has the ball on the top of the key, though. Going to give it to Ella Sawyer in the left wing. Shia Booker's looking to post up. They're going to give it to her. Shia Booker gives it right back to Casey Kidwell in the corner. She reposts. Booker looking to work inside. She goes up. And that one goes in. Tough shot there from Booker.
She's being doubled right now by Chin and by Bartley, and she still gets that shot up.
An extremely contested shot. 54-47 lead for Belmont. Kinney has the ball, but Kidwell has her eyes locked on Wells right now off the ball. Chin gets it at the top of the key. Now Bartley's going to get it at the right wing. Trying to give it to Wells. And Casey Kidwell's denying the basketball, but Wells does get it. Now Kidwell wants to be careful and not foul. Wells is going to get a screen from Bartley. Got bumped a little bit from Kidwell, but no foul is called. A double team. He's now here in the corner. Jones gets it with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Shot is up. Hits the back of the rim. Ball's fighting for it, and they're going to call a foul. They're going to say it was on Bartley, I believe. And if so, that's going to be her 4th foul. It is on Madison Bartley. That's going to be her 4th foul. And it looks like they are going to bring Tessa Miller in to take out Bartley.
You don't want Bartley to get into foul trouble just in case
Already
you may need her at the end of the game.
Already in foul trouble.
You don't want her to foul out before that.
One more foul and she's out of here. Huge opportunity here from Austin Peay